Hold on. Oh, there goes. Inflation numbers are out. Spy's ripping. Oh, hold on. It's gonna get a little interesting. I was kind of hoping for this. I don't know what the number is yet. Hold on. Let's see. We're gonna get the news notice really quickly. How's everybody doing? Looks like inflation coming in at or below expectations. Come on. I'm gonna be really pissed that I didn't hold my Spy 471s. I'm gonna be really pissed about that. But how's everybody doing this morning? I don't have the exact number yet. I'm going to wait for it to come in. Oh, here it is. U.S. December consumer prices up 0.5%. Not 0.5%, up 0.5%. Consensus up 0.4. U.S. December CPI, excluding food and energy, up 0.6%. Consensus up 0.5. So slightly higher than expectations, but right around what we were expecting. So kind of neutral. Let's see what happens with the SPY. Amy's up 0.35. Apple's doing good. GME is up 0.3. The one thing I do need to point out with GameStop so far this morning is its Ortex update, and it kind of sucks. Sorry. They're doing it again. Literally, when we come over here, they've already taken out 250,000 shares on loan. So watch for some nonsense today with GameStop. When we come over to AMC short interest, also, Jim, I saw what you were saying. I never changed my hoodie. This was the hoodie that I was planning on wearing today anyway. So I'll wear the Henley hoodie tomorrow for you. So, all right. Amy, I thought they borrowed some shares on it today. Maybe not. But we have estimated short interest right now on AMC of 19.33% after those crazy days, and when Ortex underestimated AMC short interest on December 31st. Good news, days to cover 2.5, slowly stepping up. Shares on loan 106 million. Estimated shares sold short 99.22 million. All right, SPY is looking like it wants to come up here, people. This could be a fun day. So here's kind of what else we need to look at for expectations. Were 7. Yeah, but what is it? What was the actual number? 7% from a year earlier. Core CPI up 5.5%. U.S. December CPI energy prices down 0.4%. Food prices up 0.5%. That's not bad. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens here. Oh, good morning, young Captain America. Thank you, Rans. I appreciate that. I thought that's under. Yeah, CPI rose 0.5% from December. I think that's decent. I mean, I don't know I don't see the exact number because I remember last time we got like 6.8. Morning Vix, no alerts from YouTube. That's kind of nonsense, but it happens. But SPY's coming up here. I don't know. Maybe we'll play some SPY calls. I'm kind of upset that I sold my 471s, but you know what? You're just gonna have to. I'm gonna have to deal with it. But I do also have Apple calls, AMD calls. There we go, and Lucid calls. So how's Lucid doing? Lucid nonsense over here. All right, let's see. GME's getting a nice candle here, up 0.76% in the pre-market. Again, though, for everybody new that's filtering in right now, it's going to be a little bit wonky with all of those 250,000 shares that GME got or that shorts took out on GME today. So watch out for that. I don't believe they're on SSR today. We still have a nasty option chain, and there's some things that, oh my God, this is wildness. So when we come and look at the option chain for AMC, 102,000 contracts in the money, 588,000 contracts out of the money. So here's what we're looking at. So every single day that goes by, I feel sick. I sold my 474s yesterday. Oh, that's rough. Okay, so every single day that goes by, the window that the shorts or the market maker needs to keep AMC within in terms of its price is shrinking. The reason for that is because every single day you are most likely going to see people buy more and more and more and more calls. And that's what we're seeing. There's about a 20,000 contract open interest difference between what we saw yesterday. I believe it was 568,000 on the out of the monies and what we're seeing today on 588,000. Now, these contracts, honestly, probably are going to come in a lot at the 145, which do what you want with your money. I'm not here to tell you what to do, but I mean, that's not really helping us right now. But a lot of them are going to start to come into those closer to the money strikes, especially right now. Like when you had a bunch of time to expiration with these Januaries, it was a little bit different because they were more expensive. So you couldn't get these close to the money strikes for cheap. Now you can, and the option chain's already freaking out. So when we go over that, what's going on with them not hedging? Well, the windows, every single day it goes like this. It shrinks, it shrinks, it shrinks, it shrinks, it shrinks. Yesterday we finished flat up a penny. They're trying to keep it in that range, But if it just starts to go a little bit, they can't do anything about it because here's the thing. Once it breaks out, like what I was saying yesterday, it's kind of like a trapezoid though. It's like the top of a trapezoid, kind of, if you can imagine that. I don't know how to do it with my hands, but like it's kind of like there's like a flat bar up here and then it angles down. So the top part of that flat part of the trapezoid is shrinking and the slope of the downlines is getting more aggressive because if it just starts to go, it just needs, like in the Dark Knight, a little push and then she'll just go. So let's see what happens. This is a absolutely nasty option chain. We're getting good CPI data over here. Well, not good, but like market rip. So like good for our portfolios today. Let's see what's going to happen. I mean, right now we're looking pretty good. Here we go, everybody. How's everybody feeling? CPI expectation came in at expectation on the button. That's exactly what we wanted to see. Is it weird that Matt just randomly stopped? No. He didn't. I don't think so. I don't know. 13 EMA about to cross over soon on the 4-hour on the SPY. Is it now? I thought it wasn't. Oh, you're right. You are right. SPY all-time high over here. Let's see. Did it cross on the 2-hour? It probably did already. It's about to cross on the 2-hour. Here we go, everybody. YOLO the VIX on the SPY today. I don't know. Looking good, but not looking as good as you, STV Geo. I appreciate that, buddy. All right, here. For everybody new filtered in right now, if you guys don't mind hitting that like button, just helps out with the algo a little bit. We are going to have some fun today with this CPI data coming out. Ooh, could be a SPY call day. We haven't seen a day where the SPY calls were what we were hitting right off the bat. 472 up 0.5% in the pre-market right now. Amy's not really getting a lot of action right now. She's up about 0.4% in the pre-market. GME's up 0.73. But remember, there's 250,000 additional shares that have gone out on loan for GameStop. So watch out for those. AMC hasn't seen really anything go out on loan yet today. Nothing over here. I mean, you guys might be looking at like iBorrowdesk or Stonko Tracker, which is getting their data, I believe, from Interactive Brokers. So they could be loaning out shares. But I don't believe it's going to be a lot of the like the big institutions that are trading with Interactive Brokers. I think the Ortex data is going to be a little bit more accurate. Keith says excited for today, jumping into options and buying more AMC shares. Morning STV. Keith, how you doing, buddy? Phil, don't do that. Don't do that. AMD, is it gone? Is AMD pumping? Oh, Lucid's coming back up too. Is AMD gone? Come on, please give me some AMD action. Oh, let's go. Calls are in the money in the pre-market. Here we go, people. My Apple calls are probably going to be sweet. Yeah, Apple looking good here. Grabbed a 475 SPY call at the end of the day yesterday. Geo, you're a wild boy. AMC Ortex, please. Yeah, I can pull it up quickly. Nothing too crazy going on. 19.33% estimated short interest. And again, the reason why we're seeing that spike is not because of yesterday or the day before or the day before that. That's not why we're seeing this spike in the estimated short interest from, what was it, 18, 17 to up to here. The reason is that Ortex underestimated the short interest on December 31st, which is the settlement day for the last exchange reported short interest report. So they were estimating it lower than whatever 18.46 is. Let me see if I can pull it up for you guys just to kind of explain this a little bit, because this happens on the upside and the downside. Where is it? Estimated short interest is a percentage of the free float. All right, December 31st. What do we got? So December 31st, Ortex was estimating at 17%, but the exchange reported short interest came in at 18.46. Days to cover now is 2.5. Yep. So that's putting a lot more pressure on them. So when Ortex underestimates it every single day after the exchange reported or the settlement date, when they underestimate it, they have to adjust it. So same thing if they were overestimating it, they have to adjust it down. But this time they adjusted it up. So we're right around 100 million shares sold short on Amy on the reported data. Remember, there's probably a lot of nonsense still going on with this thing, but 0.35 in the pre-market. Everything is getting some action here. SPY is having a good time over here, people. Anybody holding calls, I think we're going to have some fun today. I think we're going to have some fun. Caleb says another day of holding AMC. There we go. I asked TMI to show his nose when we hit 30 because you will show ankles. He didn't respond. That's funny. I don't know. Let's see here. Zan, thank you so much for the super. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Good morning, SCV. What SPY plays look interesting to you this morning? So SPY is going to be weird today. I may not do anything. Because here's the thing, I already have Apple calls for next week, so I technically already have like broad market exposure with Apple. If SPY's going to go up, Apple's going to go up like we're seeing here. Same thing, I have AMD and Lucid calls too. Could I do a SPY play? Yeah, I could, but on the 5-minute chart, which is kind of what we look at now for getting into these SPY trades, it's already crossed in the pre-market. So you're not going to see that cross most likely in market hours today. If it continues to go up, you're kind of just going to be chasing it. You can kind of YOLO it if you want to. If SPY is going to have like a nasty 2% green day if it starts to go up, and that's going to be a big dollar move. But we just got to see where the momentum is when the market opens. That's kind of how we're going to be looking at SPY today. Snow is up. Sophia, don't you do it. No. Stop spamming. We are going to have none of that. STV is now my new STV. You're my new favorite streamer. Tyler, appreciate that. Might sell my call and buy a little out of the money for more gains. Ultra. Chill, buddy. Your contracts are literally going to be up probably like 1,200% this morning. Relax. You're new at trading too, right? You're new to trading, I think, right? Or we're saying like you always get blown up. Dude, after you get out of this SPY trade, don't size. Don't size up on your positions. Just do the same thing that you've been doing and try to go for those big gains again, because you can be wrong a lot. But if you hit 1,000% play, what do you have to be right out of 10 one time in order to break even? And that's not even counting for the other plays that maybe they're up 50%, 100%, 200% that you're hitting in the meantime. Amy up 0.57% now. GME up 0.5%. SPY kind of settling down a little bit over here. Apple looking good. Let's see what happens when the market opens, though. We've got about 50 minutes. Let's see. Is it 50? Yeah. Ooh. What do you think of the whole Trey and Mr. Beast deal? I don't really know. Oh, Amy's getting a pop in the pre-market. Here we go. Let's see if we can get above 23 before the market opens. Let's see, people. I think it would be really cool. I didn't have time to watch the video yesterday. There's a lot of videos that I need to watch, which is probably what I'm going to end up doing this weekend. I'm going to work on something with Gabe and TMI. I got a lot of things going on, but I think it would be really cool to have Mr. Beast in the audience that he has. I also think that a really cool person to have on, like, not our side, but like looking into this too, would be CoffeeZilla. If he would kind of get into it. Yeah, Mr. Beast has the audience, like the biggest audience on YouTube right now to really like spread our message. But if you really want some more you want more information, CoffeeZilla would be the one to really come in here and do it. What's max pain this week? 23. Review door signals aren't going off. Let me look. Bloomberg reporting pretty negatively on inflation report this morning. Yeah, screw them. Screw them. Let's see. When was this one? I don't know the time on this. Let me go into this. Maybe he just hasn't set. I don't know. We'll see what happens today with it. We can do it on our own, though, if you guys want to. AMC at 22.99 now. Morning VIX 20. I see 22.98 right now. Volume in the pre-market pretty low so far. And the reason for that most likely is whatchamacallit. Everybody was just waiting for CPI data. Like GME's volume 7.26K. Amy's volume is 80,000 on Webull. Remember, this is just the Webull volume that we're seeing. So what's your secret for having so much energy in the morning? Lots of energy drinks and green candles. Energy drinks and green candles are literally going to get you pumped up no matter what happens. Let's see. CPI data, please. I had it up. We went for it. What do you call it? Stop working for Citadel. What? Yeah, Jim, nah, not my thing. Not my thing. Where is the CPI data? I had it over here. 10-year treasury yield falling. Interest rate futures imply at least 3 Fed rate hikes for 2022 after December CPI data. That's kind of nonsense. U.S. consumer prices soared 7% over the last 12 months. So it came in right at 7%. That's kind of what we're looking at. So it was right at the expectation. Watch Tesla 1348 on the 5-minute. Yeah, well, once I start stacking up some of the cash balance, I could play Tesla right now. I'm just going to choose not. 5-minute. Oh, Tesla's up 1.27% in the pre-market. Lucid, what you doing over here, buddy? Come on, get off your butt. Go. Lucid down 0.5%. Amy, 22.99. Remember, 26 for this week is going to be a little bit important. If we can start to get through, because the gamma ramp for this week, It's not bad. Like, it's not that bad. Like, the weekly before, like, a big expiration date, typically, we're not gonna see crazy high amount of open interest, but for this week, we are, which is interesting. Spend 2 cents on a SPY yield 480 expiring today out of hedge fund. That's a little bit too much for me. But oh wait, hold on. What do we have at 23 right here? Yeah, 12,000 at 23 on the put side, 8,000 on the call side. So that's decent. But then when we run up through 26, that's a decent amount of contracts. Same thing on the puts. So getting through 23 is going to be good to get some of these puts out of the money again. But again, the gamma ramp for this week, not like this week, not terrible. Next week, I mean, it's all right going up to 30, but past 30, then it starts to get really interesting. 35, it gets gnarly. 40, danger zone. Remember how we were talking about nonsense over here. So remember how we were talking about 40 being the danger zone? The reason for that is the average days on loan when they really tank it and start to see the shorts really add to their position. So 40, if we can get back up there and really push that danger zone, it's kind of lights out. But we got to see us get there. Now we can start that with a little bit of a nice little gamma ramp this week to kind of get institution. It literally is only going to take a couple of big institutional buys to send us up. Now I know I made a video that said long institutions are hurting us. They're helping and hurting. Like I said in that video, like the big buys that they come in with are very, very helpful. All right, we're at 23 right now in the pre-market. Let's see what happens here. Get these freaking puts out of the money. The buys that they come in with are awesome. It's great to see that buying pressure come in, but the problem is that they all have they're hoarding these shares now, but they also are like saying, yeah, we can loan them out, but they're not. So it pushes down utilization and also pushes down cost to borrow. Now, if those institutions were going to then go and say, one, they could do a bunch of recalls, which honestly would push down utilization and cost to borrow even further, but it would help us with more buying pressure. What they would then need to do is one, either not hold that many shares on the institutional side, or not put them up for loan. Not say that they're willing to lend them, or not like have them in some sort of margin account that they're willing to lend those shares, even though they're not going out. So that's how they're hurting us. Now, the reason why the cost to borrow is so important is that if it goes up, it affects all of the shorts, all of them, unless they were able to lock in their borrow fee. What is this nonsense on the SPY right here? These weird orders coming in. We are at 23.01 right now in the pre-market. GME's up 0.5%. Amy's up 1%. Apple doing good. AMD was going nutty a little bit earlier, up 1.3% right now. Contracts in the money so far. Here we go. SCB owns the Trump Tower and Donald Trump is his personal butler. I don't know about that. How high? 7% inflation. Is it? It's not good. Okay, so here comes Amy in the pre-market. Here we go, people. 23.10 right now, looking decent. So, oh my God, she wants to get spicy today. What time is the meeting? No meeting today. But the reason why these inflation numbers are good, they're not good. Like they're still shit. The reason why they're good for today is because they came in right at market expectations. So the market over the last week or so has been pricing in, trying to figure out what they think is going to go on with the inflation numbers. So everything in the market comes down with like market expectations. If you saw data that projected that the inflation numbers were going to be 15%, in the market price that in, then it came out at 10%, the market would explode because all it has to do with just what is expected in the market and then like what is the commonly accepted belief on what's going to happen, and then what happens, like, and then actually what happens with the data. It doesn't actually matter what the data is, it matters what is expected in the market and if there's going to be a surprise. So SPY moving back down a little bit after the inflation numbers, after that initial pop. Let's see if the buyers are going to come back in when the market opens. Let's see here. I guess it's time to get out of my SPY put early this morning. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I wasn't going to get any plays on SPY or anything leading up to it. I was going to leave my AMD, Apple, and Lucid calls. I mean, I think the AMDs are weeklies. The Lucid calls are weeklies. The Apples are next week. AMDs they look like they're about to just run in the money at market open, which is going to be nice. Apples are looking good too. I don't know. Let's see what we get today. I'll do a bunch of 1348 stuff for you guys today too, so we can make a little bit of money. I don't know. We'll see if I want to do anything on the SPY. Has inflation reduced? Well, no, it's up, but it's at market it's at what was expected of inflation. We might actually beat Max Payne this month. Oh, we could. I mean, we're looking good right now. We're at 23.10 in the pre-market, already up 1.36%. Not really showing any sign. I mean, GME, have they taken out any shares on loan yet for Amy? Nah, not yet. But watch at 9. I think it might be a half-hour update. So let's see what happens there. Bitcoin, little push. There you go. SCB, remember when I said you should look at AA? Ah, shoot. Geo, what happened? Oh, Geo printing with AA. There you go, buddy. What's AMD doing? AMD pop, 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 pop. All right, here we go. Good morning, Matt. That's not my name. Let's see here. It went up 7%. Well, hold on. It didn't go up. It technically didn't go up 7%. The inflation over the last year has been 7%. All right, SCV, no more AMC covered calls next week for the first time in 5 months because I am so bullish, says Caleb. There you go, buddy. What are your thoughts on Kenny Boy shorting the entire market with a $1 billion acquisition? He's not doing that. No. Rands, that no. He's not doing that. One, it's the market maker that got the money. So they're not, the market maker doesn't take directional bets, or they shouldn't be taking directional bets. That puts them at a really, really high degree of risk just because of the like the size of the positions that they would need to take in the market. If their hedge fund, here's the thing, their hedge fund has been closed to outside money for a while. If their hedge fund just got a bunch of money, then you'd be like, they're doing something. They have liquidity concerns, but it's just the market maker. They're just trying to go public. That's kind of how I see it. I don't know. Like, that's the easiest explanation. He's not trying to short the entire market with this. It's also, what was it? $1.22 billion. That's nothing right there. AMC end of day 2734. Just a pre-market YOLO prediction, says Jeremy. There you go, buddy. Vix, thank you so much for your informed analysis and great energy. Impressive. Gene, thank you. Appreciate that. Happy birthday. Thank you, Jack. I appreciate that, buddy. The hedge funds have had a lot of times, had lots of time to think to scheme the apes. What do you think they'll try to win? I don't know. They're firm, like, so they don't fail. I don't know if they're going to be able to do it. Lou says you may be trying to become a bank. That would be literally out of billions. That would literally be a seed out of billions. That's literally what happens in the show Billions. The big bad hedge fund manager, which could be Ken Griffin in this scenario, like Bobby Axelrod tries to become a bank. And I think he ends up doing it. I don't remember for sure though. And guess who wrote that? Guess who wrote that show? Sorkin, the dude on CNBC. This is nonsense. Are you concerned about institutions earning 10%? No, not really. I mean, yes, it's pushing down the cost to borrow, Frederick, in utilization. That's why the cost to borrow has been so low and continually coming down so much. But like, it just, we would need to buy. Here's the thing. All the apes would literally at this point would need to buy net 15 shares each in order to get those shares back. Essentially, if there's still 4.1 million apes, we would need to buy net 15 million due to, like, with all the selling. So it'd probably come up to like 50. BBBY 31%. Oh, no, it didn't. No, it didn't. That is nonsense over here. What are they doing? Oh, only 50% utilization, but 30% short interest. That is nonsense. Whoa, Wall Street Viking, thank you so much for the super. It's not my birthday, buddy. My birthday's on May 27th. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry if you got confused on that one. Get yourself something nice. LFG, AMC, BBIG, NFA. I'll take a look at BBIG, but Wall Street Viking, thank you so much for that super. It's not my birthday, buddy. Sorry about that. People like to make that joke all the time. That it's not my birthday, though. I apologize, man. I tried to cut that one. My birthday's on May 27th. We had a 35.58% Green Day. And on my YouTube birthday, we shot up 20%. Oh, GME getting a little bit of action here. Amy still up a percent. Spy's coming back up here. BBIG with the Cryptide stuff. Once they release that and everything starts to filter in with with all of like the expansion that they're looking to do, I think BBIG is going to do very, very well long term. But again, we're just going to have to wait and see. I have some leaps on it, so let's see what happens. How old are you? I'm 22. Let's see here. Also, for everybody filtering in right now, if you guys don't mind hitting the like button on the stream, just helps out with the algorithm a whole lot. You guys have been crushing it on helping out with the stream recently. You guys are awesome. Is it true that only little hedgies end up covering and Kenny G gets away transferring to a bank? I hope not. He has to fall. They're gonna go first. Those smaller institutions are gonna go first. And remember, it's a cycle of shorts. There's new shorts coming in. There's shorts coming out all the time. But the short people like to say, I don't know where they're getting this data from, and I think they might honestly be brain dead, and they might have gotten like severe brain damage. I think there's a lot of people in the media. I don't know what it is, but the prerequisite for being able to write articles for the Motley Fool or to be like overly bearish and focus on one stock on like Fox or CNBC, it might be severe brain damage. Here's why. They were saying that like, oh my God, the short interest is at a 6-month low. And I'm like, I don't know about that. Because yeah, it was kind of high in June, but like it's pretty high now. So I don't know what you're talking about there. What do you think of that interview with Patrick Byrne? I didn't have time to watch it, guys. Sorry. I'll watch it this weekend. I just didn't have time to watch it. Let's see. Morning SCB. It looks like my AMD calls are running in the money this morning. KL, you get the same ones as me? I think you might have. I think you might have snagged those. Yeah. Oh wow. Okay, this could be good. I've got the 139s for this week. So let's see what happens. Hopefully, I mean, they're already looking good. They're already up a decent amount. I also have Lucid and Apple calls for this week. Hopefully it goes well. Great interview with Patrick Byrne. I'd love to. I really want to see it. It's just long, and I have not had the time to sit down and watch it. This weekend I will. Amy with a little pop here. 2307. Come on. Come on now, Amy. Come on. Let's go. Run hard. What's your favorite kind of baby food? I don't know. I love when the news says that short's covered already. Yeah, and the short interest is at like all-time lows and like 4-month lows, and then the fundamentals suck. And it's just like, hold on, I literally think you might be stupid. Like at that point, you just got to be like, huh, I think there's something wrong with these people. Like I think there's something incredibly wrong, or they're getting paid to spew nonsense. Let's see here. Yeah, those AMD calls are going to be sweet today. It's all about the small wins. I didn't put very much money into them. Should have. Should I have? No, that would be silly. But that was a 1348 play on AMD, and they got that nice little price target increase. So Nvidia, Qualcomm, probably going to go up too. Intel might get a little bit of a boost. I know some of you guys like Intel. I don't. Whenever their earnings comes out, I always just strangle it and gear more towards the put side. What's up, Queen Status? How you doing? All right, people. We got about 33 minutes until the market opens. Let's see what's going to happen today. Amy back down below 23. I think we could get a little bit of a pop today. If the market starts to trend up, I think we're going to get a nice little pop. Your SQQQ puts are back in play. Why would you just buy calls on QQQ? Like it's so backwards. If AMC doesn't break 23.21 this morning, it's going to be tough the rest of the week. If it breaks and holds, it's huge, says Justin Brown. There we go. Let's go, STV, says Christopher Cormier. There we go. Ortex data for AMC, says Eric. Yeah, it is 19.33. Let's see if they borrowed any shares yet. In 2 minutes, we might get a little bit of an update. We got 76% utilization, 2.5 days to cover. How's that pressure, shorts? Keep shorting it. See what happens. Thoughts on BAM? He says we're entering the zone of strength of the AMC moving forward for the next week and a half. I don't know how this model works. But if that's what he's saying, hopefully it works out in our favor. I would love to see that. Good morning. MSNBC says because interest rates are at 0 right now, inflation highest it's been since. Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah. I mean, you're just seeing inflationary pressures in the market. If you own assets in times when inflation is going to go and you own like the right assets, like real estate, commodities, sometimes like small caps are probably going to rip. Then you're going to do very, very well. But once the rate hikes come, it's going to be a different game. Thoughts on SPY calls that open? I'm not touching them. I just already have exposure to it. So why get more? If I were to get anything on the SPY today, it would actually be puts. The reason for that is because I already have Apple, Lucid, and AMD calls. So if the SPY goes up, I'm already going to make money. Now, to play it smart, I would hedge that position a little bit and have something on the downside for protection that if those contracts are going to come down in value, well, I'll make some back on the puts. Am I going to do that? No, I think the market's going to trend up today. And we'll see. Maybe I'll end up getting a SPY trade today. We just got to see what happens. If we get those 50 retests, like the 50 MA retest, and it starts coming up, that's going to be gnarly and it's going to be awesome. SPY calls yesterday morning. Yeah. Hopefully we'll squeeze by rate hikes, says Joanne. That would be sweet. Do we know what the rate hikes would look like? Not great. I mean, it wouldn't be fun, but again, it would be a lot of it's going to be a lot of, again, it's going to be what the market is expecting. Now, they're starting to say more than 3 rate hikes. So what they're doing is they've already kind of said like the market's pricing in 3 rate hikes. So they price in 3 more than 3 rate hikes. But if it comes out that there's only 3, that's extremely bullish because they didn't need to do 4. It's weird. It's just like all market expectations. For SPY, what are you saying? 13 about to touch the 48 on the 2-hour? Yeah, it is. I saw that. SB, when RD says he has to see the 1348 cross before his eyes, does that mean pre-market moves don't count? I watched the pre-market moves. I did it on SPY yesterday. Wow, AMD. Get up there, buddy. Get up there, you absolute beast. All right, GME popping up here, up 1.68%. AMC at 2302, up 1%. We are above 23 right now. That is pretty solid for the little bit of a gamma ramp that we have this week. We could see some unhedging at open. If the SPY starts to rip it open and QQQ starts to get going and everything starts to get going, boom. That would be sweet. STV farts rainbows. I don't know about that. How did the market react to the meeting? There was no meeting. It was just economic data coming out. Inflation numbers came out right at market expectations, and the SPY popped. Everything's starting to get a little bit of action here. Morning, STV. Oh, we got the mask gang coming in. What's going on, people? Hopefully you guys had some fun with TMI this morning, watching the inflation numbers and the little bit of popping off that you guys saw over there. But here we go. Let's see. Rockets, masks. Here we go, people. Let's have some fun today, huh? I don't know. I mean, we are kind of coming down to the wire, but again, like I've been saying, the range that they need to keep the price in to not let it get out of control, in terms of like they would actually start having to hedge these calls, which I'm 99% sure this is what they're doing with the option chain right now. They're seeing where they need to become delta neutral, and it's always a couple of dollars below max pain. What that does, pushes the call deltas down, the put deltas up. They can maintain their directionally neutral status by just doing their normal actions as a market maker, or get very, very close to that. Ooh, AMD popped above 140. That's sweet. Amy at 2310 right now in the pre-market. That's what we like to see. SPY coming up. I'm a little bit upset that I sold my 471s that expired today, but you know what? Hopefully we make even more money on those Apple, AMD, and Lucid calls. Here we go. Masquerade. I always love it when we get a masquerade. Let's see. Gio, what you saying over here? 1 minute ago, AMD announced today that Amazon Web Services, Amazon has expanded its AMD EPYC processor-based offerings with the general available. Oh, AMD, you shouldn't have. You shouldn't have. If Mr. Beat starts promoting the apes, it's gonna have. We're gonna have some new apes in a hurry. Yeah, yeah. Fidelity, okay, Fidelity did something weird. So remember, there's that new, I think it's 10 dash something on this new SEC filing. I forget exactly what it is. But it's new short sale reporting. So you get to see who's loaning them out. So basically which prime broker. The most important thing on that rule is which whatchamacallit. It's which or what collateral they're using and what like actual percent margin they're using. That's the most important part. And Fidelity actually came out and was actually like, no, we don't actually want this. And it's like, that's a bit strange over there. Mask gang, what's up, people? For all you new people filtering in right now, if you guys don't mind hitting that like button on the stream, just helps out with the algorithm a whole lot. Thank you guys so much. Hold on, we're getting a little bit of news over here. Robinhood, for a large segment of our employees, there will be no location or regular in-office requirement. Interesting. Robinhood, you're probably going to be staying pretty much close to bankrupt soon. So let's see what happens to you. But let's see here. That's why NEO is ripping today. They announced a partnership. It's in Webull, Benzinga news from 17 hours ago. Ho, Lucid. What are we doing? Are we gonna get off our butts today, Lucid, and start to get going? Lucid's trying to go green in the pre-market. Lucid, remember, Lucid honestly can get a bit squeezy this week. They have like 100% utilization and like 30% short interest. It's kind of nasty over there on Lucid. At the start of every day, I just know that AMC is going to rip. And no matter what happens that day, the next day, I just know it will rip again, says Keith. There you go, buddy. There you go. Mass gang. Shout out to everybody filtering in right now. Love all you people. I missed you guys. I always miss you people on the weekends. STV, good morning. What's up, beach guy? How you doing, my man? Let's see. What do I think about Kenny's latest move? Um, I think he's trying to IPO and get a nice little liquidity event. I think he's trying to get to like retiring. That's how I see it. Like, there's just a bunch of kind of nonsense going on with like, think about it. Like, if you were Kenny, you'd be like, I made so many billions. Let's just get a quick liquidity event. I own shares in a publicly traded company that I've owned forever, and I'll be rich for the longest time. And that's it. That's what he's trying to do most likely. And Sequoia and Paradigm, which I believe the CEO of Paradigm used to work at Sequoia. Like, he used to be a partner at Sequoia. Then he opened up his own shop. So it's the same difference over there. All right. What's going on here? SPY moving down a little bit. GME up 0.64. Amy at 2303. Here we go, everybody. Let's get excited. Relly still got juice? Yeah, I bet. I think they do. Bro, just like yesterday? Nah. Would you short Citadel? I don't know. I wouldn't short it. I mean, I would buy puts on it if the trend is starting to come down. Reminder, market closed on Monday, MLK Day. Yep. SV, it's the 1348 crosses in pre-market. What's your entry when market open? I don't do anything. Typically, Ryan, I don't do anything right as the market opens. I tried not to, unless the trend is really, really gonna say something cool. Like if it just starts really going, then I'm not gonna do anything. Keith, thank you so much for the super. I appreciate that, man. Hopefully you don't get banned when you send in a super again. Do we even have a name for the SCV community? Vixens, Cankle Clan. No wonder we haven't seen Moas. We need a name. We do need a name. What do you guys think the name should be for all the people in the chat all the time and the members? Let's see. What are we gonna do with that? It wasn't 30 million, it was 30 billion, DeSalty Manor. Morning, STV. What's up, Jarrell? How you doing? Vixers, we could do that. Ortex on AMC and GME. Ortex, they took or on GME, they took out 250,000 shares. So watch out below on GME today. They might try to hammer it. Amy now right at 23. On AMC, they haven't taken out any shares yet, but it is past 9. So let's see what they did. Yeah, 30,000 shares borrowed on AMC today in a couple of different chunks. College dropouts, bro. I want to drop out. I'm literally not going to go to school. Like, I don't think you understand. I'm not going. It's going to be such a disaster with school this last semester. I am not going. No more gangs. Nah. When I miss SCV, just put on a hoodie, start drinking from a gallon jug, and play with my squirrel. Tabasco Dave, that sounds a bit dirty. Please don't. Please don't say that you're doing that when you miss me. Please don't say that when you're missing me. That's kind of weird. All right, Apple looking good. Spy's just kind of bouncing around. They'll probably get a couple of 50 retests. Amy coming back down a little bit. The short gang, we could do that. Dirty Jack and the boys. No. Jeez, you guys are wild. Ho ho, clubs not gangs. Yeah, we could have a club. Let's see. What did J Dub say? What are we looking at over here? Mass gang. What's up, people? How are we doing? Let's see. All right. STD. Yup. No. No, not short. We ain't short. That's true. We could just call everybody the short destroyers. That would be fun. Cankle Club. We can't do the Cankle Club. SB, I was asking if the entry would be the retest. Probably would be the retest, Ryan. But you're gonna have to see multiple different retests, like the 50 retest and the 13 EMA retest too. But you may not get the 13, but you'll probably get the 50. Grandpa Barney, what's up, man? Good morning. All right, everybody. So we're looking really good in the pre-market across the board. We got decent reaction off of the inflation numbers. GME's up 1.27%. Amy's up 0.83%. Apple going. SPY going. We're looking like we're going to have some fun today, but let's see what happens when the market opens. We got 21 minutes until we are going to see those volatile swings once the market starts to open. Here we go. Liquid IV Club. Oh, we could do that. The Chans. That would be fun. Vixens. I feel like we should just do the Vixens. Or the Vixers, but I feel like Vixens is like, I don't know, is this like that the full definition of that word? So I feel like that's weird. Carlos, what's up, man? Good morning, my guys. Good morning to you too, my man. All right, let's see what we're gonna get here. I mean, we're gonna make a bunch of money on Apple, AMD, and hopefully Lucid today. That would be sweet. Lucid, you better get your butt into the green right now. from those depths below. We are not having any of that nonsense with you today. That's a girl's name? Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, okay. All right. Diamond Ball Cat. All right, you're right. Don't force it. We'll come up with something. All right, cool. Isn't Vixen a woman? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking too. I don't think we can do that. All right, Spy moving back up here. Amy at 22.99. Again, that $23 level is going to be a little bit important. The gamer rep this week on this week's chain for those of you guys who are filtering in right now, it's not bad. Like when we see this run up to like literally every single dollar up leading up to 30 and 31 is gonna get a decent amount of calls in the money. Like it's just like, and if it starts to get going a little bit, it leads into next week, which is gonna be even more nasty. So let's see what happens. The VIX mix, the Frozen gang. I don't know about that one. Vixen is a magical reindeer. That's what I thought. Like I was thinking of the reindeer, but I knew you guys were gonna come up with something weirder. All right, people. Let's have some fun today, huh? Is everybody feeling good? How's everybody feeling? We doing good? Fisker? No. Did they already announce inflation numbers? Yeah, it came out at 8:30 and they were right at expectations. That's why we're pumping. I mean the SPY's up 0.5%, which is good, but everything else is getting a nice little boost. How's Apple looking? Oops, that's 3 A's and I wanted 2 A's. Yeah, Apple looking good. AMD, how are we doing? We above 140 yet? Not yet, but I think we could see that. How about you people? Oh, we could do you people. Have a buy-in for another 200. There you go, buddy. Chicks with Vicks? No. I'm okay. Thanks for asking, says Feeble Skates. There you go. STV's Pickle Gang. Nope. Oh, what was that candle right there? You guys see that flicker across the board? Hmm. Amy wants to get a little bit spicy this morning, I think. I think she's feeling it. I think she's ready to go for that morning run. I don't know. Let's see what happens with the market today. I think we could be in for a good day, people. You people. I like you people. Yeah, I think you people would be funny. What's up, you people? How we doing? All righty. Bliss? No, we're not doing that one. Think it's gonna get spicy today? Corey? Yeah, I think it's gonna get a little spicy today because the market's kind of just been freaking out a little bit. The problem, I mean, not the problem, but like they've taken out an additional 2 point or not 2 point. That would be wild. 250,000 shares at least on GME today. Let's see what they've done. Oh my god. What is this nonsense over here? What are they doing? Are they insane? Literally, are the shorts insane right now? Are they literally stupid? They are trying to, oh my God, they are trying so hard to push GameStop down right now. They have taken out in the pre market 702,000 shares. Wow. Hold on. This is crazy. This is nuts. What the hell? This is crazy. They're going to pump utilization and cost to borrow. They're literally going to cook themselves if we start to go on a run. The short interest on GME right now is going to skyrocket. This is nuts. Okay, so GME, watch out today. They are going to come out full force and attack this thing. So get ready. Amy, they haven't really done it so far. I don't believe it wasn't that crazy. No, I literally typed in AME. Whoops. Amy over here. All right, so they've only borrowed 30,000 shares against AMC, but they borrowed 700,000. That's insane. Volume doesn't matter much. It does when they take out 700,000 shares and the volume is super low. They are going to try to hit this thing. Get ready to buy. Yeah, that is going to be ridiculous. Grandpa Barney, thank you so much for the super. I really appreciate that, man. Did I hear CNBC was talking about you, Jack? No, I don't think so. Love the family. Buy, breathe, and stay strong. We got this. The more they short it, we win. Grandpa Barney, To the best of my knowledge, CNBC's not talking about me unless they're trying to complain that I was making fun of some of the people that like to spew nonsense on their platform, which they do all the time. All right, SPY coming down to its 50 in the pre-market right here. AMC short interest getting up there though. Oh, it is too. They're both getting up there. Sale on GME incoming. They might do it. Watch market open. They might try to hit this thing hard. That is nonsense over there. Jesus. Did we get new data when we hit 100 million short interest? Yeah. So yesterday, we got the exchange reported short interest numbers. The settlement date was December 31st, and on that date, Ortex was underestimating AMC short interest. So we saw a nice little pop in what we're actually seeing on AMC short interest. But GME, they overestimated it, but then they just took out like a crazy amount of shares. They did like 200,000 yesterday. They've already taken out 700,000. That's nonsense. Whatever source you're using is wrong. They borrowed 1 million AMC shares. That's a different source. You can look on, what do you call it? Stonko Tracker. You can look over here. They didn't really borrow. I mean, this one, they borrowed 200,000 shares. I mean, Ortex is saying 30,000, and that covers 85% of the total market. Let's see, or 80% of the total market, I think. Grandpa Barney, thank you so much for the super. CNBC is total crap. Oh my God. Jeez, guys. Keith, thank you so much for the super. Grandpa Barney did it again. Now I'm compelled to. It's super time. Once again, I'm so thankful for what you do for the ape community. Keith, thank you so much. And Lee, geez, man, you did not have to do that. Thank you so much for that generous super. Dude, I really, really appreciate that. College is overrated. I 100% agree. College is wildly overrated. Wildly overrated. Lee, thank you. That was super generous. You did not have to do that. Thank you. All right, let's see here, everybody. Come on, Amy. Amy's chilling at 23. SPY's coming down a little bit, but that GME stuff is utter nonsense. Complete nonsense. AMD profits equals AMC shares. There you go. There you go. Jeez, man, you guys are super generous this morning. You guys didn't have to do that. Thank you. All right, let's see what we got going on over here. Okay, so we have 13 minutes until the market opens. They've only borrowed 30,000 shares against AMC. They 700. I can't even wrap my mind. The volume on GME yesterday. Let's look. The volume yesterday was literally the high volume day right here was, what was it? 12 million. Yesterday, 5 million, or 2 days ago, 5 million. Yesterday, 2.5 million. That's ridiculous. Your daddy. Thank you so much for the super. According to Stonko Tracker, they borrowed 700,000 ETF shares and 300,000 regular shares. Okay. So, that's interesting. So when you short the ETF, you're not directly shorting AMC. So it's showing you what's going on with the shares available in the ETFs, but they're not, there's no way to really track if they're like using the ETF to short AMC, because here's the thing. Let's think about this like very logically. In order to get that short exposure on AMC, you have to short the ETF and then you have to go out and buy all of the other shares. So the only way that it really affects AMC's price in terms of that short is when they when the ETF starts to tank. Because if it's going to move with the ETF and they overshort the ETF comes down, that's when it starts to affect AMC's price. But it's a bunch of synthetic shorting. Like they're getting a synthetic short position on it. It's not like a direct short position. And it doesn't make a whole lot of sense as to why they would do that. But Stonko Tracker right here, what have they done? Yeah, they borrowed like 300. Yeah. They ETF, they borrowed like 300,000 shares of like all of the ETFs. But again, they only borrowed, what was it, 200,000? Yeah, so it looks like they borrowed 200,000 over here. But Ortex isn't giving us that info. So maybe this is, the data's what, like, how are we supposed to look at the data? Like, what are we looking at here? Like, Stonko Tracker saying one thing, Ortex that's supposed to have 85% of the total market data is saying 30,000. Like, crazy. Very, very crazy. Are we talking about AMC or GME, though? Both. Like, if you're going to, can we please have a GME short interest update? Sorry if I missed it. Yeah. It's going to get up there today. It's going to get way up there today. What is it at right now? GME short interest right now, 16.99%. They borrowed 702,000 shares. That's insane. The utilization is probably going to go to 85 or 90 tomorrow. Because they are desperate. Yep. Remember the day that we went up or we all went up in the after hours, GME 33%, AMC 16%. They took out 2.25, I think, million or 2.9 maybe million shares the next day. And they hammered it. Now, like that's just a desperation move. Like they see it come up and it's just like a last ditch effort to try to just push it down from not letting these stocks start to run. Now, we got good I mean not good, but like decent economic data this morning. So let's see what happens. Lucid just went green. Thank God. Thank God. There we go, Lucid. That's what we want to see out of you. Did the FTDs update as well? I don't believe so. Can I check out the news on Ocugen? Yeah. Ooh, wow. Ocugen up 10% in the pre-market. Let's see. Neutralize both. So it's just what do you call it? It's just their new booster. So Ocugen's booster showed to treat Omicron and Delta. So Deltacron taken care of. Amy borrow fee just went up. Hit it now. Hit it now. Not really. Not on Ortex. Not on Ortex, it didn't. Did I watch Al's video with the Overstock CEO? Guys, I just didn't have time to do it. Sorry. Yeah, again, you got to put it into perspective. 7% inflation in December, highest in 40 years. Exactly. But the thing is, the market knew it was going to, that's what the market was expecting. I mean, we're up 0.36%. Let's see, did Apple selling off a little bit in the pre-market? Yeah, a little bit. What about AMD? AMD was getting some good news. So let's see. Yeah, AMD's holding up pretty good today. So that's decent. That interview was epic. I want to watch it. I really, really want to watch it. Let's see here. They have so many failure to delivers in August. When do they have to take care of that? They're supposed to take care of them within like 6 days or 21 days and 35, but they just don't. They just continually roll them out and kick the can down the road. It's ridiculous. Barclays upgraded AMC price target to 145 just now. Or was that yesterday, Gio? Because I know yesterday they got an upgrade. I just don't remember who it was. I'm wondering if the hedgies buy IWM and do the ETF redemption to receive the shares to short the future to be market neutral, then sell AMC stocks, so they have to report the position as short. No, most likely not. No synthetic short position gets reported because it's not directly taking out a loan. Look at this barcode right here. Look at this GME barcode coming into market. This is not. Oh, Amy popped up a little bit here. Just kidding. We're at 23 though, so not bad. Spy's trying to make a move back up here. Let's see what's gonna happen here, folks. It's all behind the disguise of Goldman and the other big players, but the main villain is Bezos. Is it now? Yeah, that's the thing. Like everybody likes to say, like hedge fund bad, hedge fund bad, hedge fund bad. It's market makers and prime brokers are the two main bad guys. Hedge funds are just the ones like actually just doing the bidding of these market makers. I think AMC is going to have a nice day, says Jack Fleming. Hey, man, I think it's possible too. You just got to watch what they're going to do on GME today. Are you kidding me? Like, it's nonsense. With BBIG short interest, could it be a sneaky squeeze or see a quick run up? I think when BBIG really announces the Cryptide stuff, it's going to run. I mean, Lucid is squeezy. Like if you look at Lucid's Ortex data, it's nasty right now. And that's here it comes Lucid. Here we go. So Citadel bad since they are both Citadel bad since they're whatchamacallit. They're the largest market maker, which is why that they're bad. The reason is because this is how Citadel is labeled the big bad short, and I've been trying to spread this for like months, and finally with that Grandante interview, people are starting to finally get it. They just didn't listen to me, which is fine. It's cool as long as the information gets out there and people understand it. That's what we want to have happen. So Citadel, the hedge fund, most likely not crazily over leveraged on their short position on AMC. Probably not. Their market maker, though, can be, because when the volume starts to spike, like when we see 500 million, a billion in volume, when we see those crazy high volume days, there's not enough shares for them to facilitate that. Their computer freaks out. So what they do is they have the legal ability to naked short in order to provide liquidity. The problem is that if they start doing that at 22 and then the stock goes to 30, 35, 40, 50 and they're still doing it, they're still just shorting and they have to because they are the market maker. And they have to settle that in 6 days. That's what happened back in January. And essentially what happened here is when you think about I really love this question that Mark Cahotis asked in his interview with, I believe, Lucy Comisar. Why did Citadel give all of that money to Melvin and not Robinhood? Why? Why would they do that? Because if Melvin was not able to cover or get out of some of their shorts when the buy button was getting removed, then Citadel would not have been able to get out of their shorts that they and close out the failure to delivers that they created in the synthetic shares that they created when the initial pop and drop happened. But then it happened again. So there's many instances of you're just creating all of these synthetic shorts in these failure to delivers that have to be closed out eventually. Lucid ripping right now. That's what we want to see. Print for me. So that's what we're seeing there. It's like, why would they do that? They do business with Robinhood. I don't really know the relationship with Melvin, but it's not as beneficial to them as Robinhood's is. Why give money to Melvin and not Robinhood? Let's see. This is more a lecture than a rant. Still gets me going. Jazz Cabbage. I'm just trying. Like that's how. Like it's not their hedge fund. Their hedge fund's not going to do that. Like they're not stupid. Melvin's stupid. Like, let's see here. Yeah, for everybody new filtering in right now, if you guys don't mind hitting that like button on the stream, it just helps out with the algo. Here we go. We have 4 minutes until market opens, people. Let's see if we're going to make some money today. I think we are. Look at Lucid here. Look at Lucy over here making us some money over here. Any news on inflation data or not yet? Yeah, it came out at what do you call it? It came out at 8:30. So it came out right at 7%. So right at market expectation. So that's why the market is popping back up here. So let's see. Yeah, this is going to be a crazy day. Yeah, CPI right at market expectations. He said stupid. Prime brokers are stupid. Got it. No, they're criminal. That's what they are. They're not stupid. They know exactly what they're doing. They are criminal enterprises. Neo looking good. There you go. 7%. Well, yeah, it's crazy. It's not good, but like when it comes in at market expectations, it's like, all right, well, market can go back up now. All right, Amy 22.96. I want to see it close today, at least above 23. That's what I want to start doing. I want that $23 push because the gamma ramp this week is decent. So we're going to need to see a little bit more action out of Amy. What is Adam Aaron's hidden message in his tweet? I don't think there is one. Let's see. GME AMC says Beach Guy. There you go. We're up 0.75% in the pre-market. GME's up 0.67. Lucid's getting up there. SPY kind of flickering around over here. It's up 0.39. So let's see what happens where what retail and big money is actually going to do when the market opens today. In 2 minutes. We got 2 minutes left to go, people. Here we go. Adam Aaron basically just called the media stupid, which fair play, they are. Let's see. Market is closed on Monday. Yep. Do you mind if I stream on Twitch some gameplay with your stream in the background? Preacher, I feel like that's going to get me in trouble. So I'd rather you don't do that. Ortex? Gotcha. Ortex for GME is stupid right now. 30,000 shares borrowed against Amy. And then Jimmy, they just are going to try to hammer it. They're literally going to try to assault this thing today. 702,000 shares borrowed. We probably won't trade 700,000 shares on GME until like 11:30 or 12, like noon, unless we're going to see big volume come in. I don't know. I mean, the volume on Amy today in the pre-market, it's kind of typical to what we've seen in the past. Let's see, though. Lucid. Yeah, I'm loving Lucid right now. I am loving Lucid. What am I missing? CPI data sucks, but stocks going up. No more games. This is what you got to learn. Like one of the things you really got to like think about with the market. It doesn't necessarily matter what the actual data is. It matters what the market expects that data to be. The market expected the data to be 7%, and that's where it came out at. So markets can continue to go up. That's essentially what, like, if it was expecting, if the market expectation came out at 15%, and then it came in at 10, we would have exploded. Let's get stupid, Rich, says Bliss. There you go. Ding, ding, ding. Casino is open. Let's see what's going to happen here. Amy, let's see. We're at 22. Ooh, flickering around a little bit. Spy trying to make a little bit of a move here. Lucid getting a candle here. Here we go, everybody. GME, they're starting the selling wave over on Jimmy over here. Let's see. Fern Marquette. I can't speak. Thank you so much for the super. China doesn't allow FTDs in their markets or Citadel. I think the Citadel band is kind of up right now. I think they're done. All right. They are. Let's see what they're going to do on GME. They have a lot of those shares. Lucid really popping up here. That's really good to see. They're already going to start to try to use those 700,000 shares against GME. Good luck with that. You're going to cuck yourself. Let's see how these Lucid calls are doing. And then check AMD and Apple. We've literally been Oh, this is nasty. All right, let's see what we got here. Lucid calls up 63%. Apple calls up 108%. AMD calls 48%. We're making some moves, people. Here we go. Amy, here we go. Above 23 here, getting some candles here. GME trying to come back up. But remember, 700,000 shares. That is not going to be fun today with GME if they're going to try to sell them. Grandpa Barney, thank you so much for the super. If they push GME too low, it will trigger a buy-in. It might. It might. Subpoenas got handed down yesterday. Criminal investigation into short selling. Beach guy, send me that. I want to see that. Oh, Lucid calls about to go in the money. All right, let's get Lucid off of here. We want AMD over here. How are we doing? Oh, AMD popping. That's what we want to see. Apple, how are we doing over here? Spy's getting a giant candle here. There we go. 472.37. What was the pre-market high? 472.20. So we are past the pre-market high now. Amy selling off a little bit for no reason. GME selling off for no reason. They are trying to attack these two stocks right now. So let's see what happens here. Remember, we are going to see a lot of that volatility. I mean, obviously when the market opens, but this is absolute and utter attacking right now. 702,000 shares. Come on. Really? Ford is going. Hold on now. Ford is really getting up there. Spy is having a day this morning. Jeez. All right. 77% on AMD, 131% on Apple, 60% right now on Lucid. Looking really good across the board on the day trade or on the swing trades. All right. Let's see what's going to happen here. Market's coming up and AMC and GME are slowly coming down right now. Keith, thank you so much for the super. Yeah, price action on AMC looks totally normal. Yep, sure. It doesn't. Doc, you gone nuts. Doc, you up 2. Spy looking decent here. I mean, Amy's at 22.73. We've seen it bounce around in this range so many times. They don't want it. Honestly, they don't really want it to go super low. The market makers don't. And they really want to keep it pinned in that range. So let's see what happens here. But Keith, thank you so much for that super. I appreciate that, man. Is that negative beta? No. This is what I would like to call complete and utter nonsense happening. Apple coming up. Amy Green candle coming back up. We are going to see a little bit of volatility though. Let's see what happens with GME. Those 700,000 shares is just ridiculous. Can you look at DraftKings? Yeah. DraftKings looking good here. I just like that. I was in DraftKings for a little bit. I thought they were going to be really, really strong in 2021, and they just got hammered the entire time. So is Tesla going? Oh, DraftKings popping up there. Hold on. Let's pull up Lucid for a second. Are my calls in the money? Not yet, but they're getting there. Tesla. Wow. Tesla really getting up there, up 2% right now. That's what we like to see out of Tesla. Jeez, Apple. All right, Spy moving back down a little bit here. Amy struggling. GME struggling. They're really trying to attack these stocks today. So let's see what happens here. Up 2,000%. Ultra edits. Buddy, it might be time to think about doing something with those contracts. They're due for a surge. Yep. I feel like they are just borrowing and returning shorts daily. At least little guys slowly driving down the price week by week. And it could be, but the problem is like, what is they're just going to keep doing it? Like, I don't know. We're down 3 cents right now. That's not a whole lot, but GME is down 1.61%. Watch out on GME today. It's going to be interesting. Beach guy, see what you said. I can't. You gotta send it. Oh, here it is. Wolf of My Street has them on his tweet yesterday. Interesting. I would love to see that. Also, for everybody new filtering in right now, if you guys don't mind hitting the like button on the stream, let's see. Amy down 5 cents. GME is, oh man, they are attacking this thing right now. Yeah, SPY coming back down to VWAP. If SPY tests the VWAP and continues on that uptrend, that would be pretty sweet to see. All right, Amy selling off down 0.5% right now. GME, same difference over here. Citigroup has been climbing for 2 weeks straight. Yeah, that has to do with the projections of rate hikes coming in. Why is Tesla in the AMC GME spot? They're not. Tesla's over here. Amy's over here as usual, and GME's down here as usual. All right. They're selling it. They're freaking hitting GME. Right. SPY's coming down now. Watch out below on the SPY. This is kind of what I'm saying. Like when you get this economic data and the market's going to move wildly when right at open, you got to be a little bit careful with what you're going to see because you don't know which direction it's going to go. All right, let's see here. All right, let's see if we can get a little bit of a bounce back here on AMC and GME. Come on, you paper hands. Dude won his lawsuit against Robinhood on Monday. Yeah, I saw that. That was pretty sweet. Let's see. Yeah, the Citigroup thing, like all the banks have been coming up just because of like the rate hike stuff. All right, GME trying to make a move back up here. It is down 1.14. Amy is down 0.5%, 9 cents right now. That's a tiny, tiny, tiny move. Who cares about Tesla? Joanne, what are you talking about? People asked about Tesla, so I put it in the slot over here. We're not playing this silly game. This is starting to get disappointed. I figured we have a decent bounce by now. Just wait on it. The SPY's kind of moving around here. Let's see what happens over here. IWM goes down, we go down. IWM goes up, we go down. Yeah, nonsense. Like they look at what they did. Again, I'm going to keep pointing this out. 702,000 shares borrowed against GME today. That is a lot. Grandpa Barney, thank you so much for the super. GME just popped $50,000 share at one time. That would be pretty sweet, buddy. What do you think about Fisker? I think they could do all right. I mean, if the EVs start to really have a nice little boom, in general, Fisker would probably. Oh, Amy's starting to try to make a move here. Let's see if there's gonna. What's the volume today? 2 million in the first 7 minutes. That's pretty big. So let's see. Short interest for AMC went up to 19.33%. Yeah, it did. The reason for that was because on December 31st, the last settlement date for the exchange reported short interest, they underestimated it. So we're seeing a little bit of a pop. GME short interest, honestly, has the potential to spike above the AMC's over the end of this week if they keep trying to short it like this. SB, if the SPY bounces off the 48 on the 5-minute, would that be a good entry for the SPY? No. SPY's in the range. So SPY's back into its range. I would want to see it get out of its range with these moving averages and then retest it and then come back up. Where's my 48? That's loading. Yeah, on the 5-minute, I mean, the 48 is at 470.67. I don't know if it's going to come that low. Amy back into the green here. GME's trying to come back up. Tesla doing good. Where's Lucid? Lucid up 3. There we go. No shorts to borrow for Sens. FDA approval looming. That's interesting. AMC Ortex update. Didn't see it today. It's at 19.33%. Good morning, Vix and 8 family. Jorge, good to see you in here, man. Let's see. MSNBC said it all. I don't know. Let's see. We're flat over here. GME coming down to VWAP again. Let's see how these contracts are. Did I just glitch out? This is nonsense. Why does my Wi-Fi suck? I need an Ethernet cable. Why do other big players not really start helping to get Amy calls in the money and force a squeeze? Well, here's the thing. They might be waiting for it to literally just be like a tiny little move where they don't have to spend that much money to do it. Because each day that goes by, the range that they need to keep it in becomes tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter because more people are buying calls. So as that happens, it's going to get, oh, Lucid, you shouldn't have. You shouldn't have, Lucid. Here we go. Guess what time it is, Jorge? I don't know what time it is. Let's see. Wall Street analysts value AMC at 6. I think they're smoking crack. Lucid just has the power on. Yeah, they're going nuts. All right, Amy down 6 cents. Lucid trying to get up there. Amy looking decent. Let's see what the spy's going to do here. Ryan, so what I want to see out of spy is everything kind of pick a direction over here. There's no direction right now. I mean, we're up 0.5%, but there's no moves happening right now. It was up, down, and then kind of flattening out. If we see the view up and the 50 start to curl back up and we see those retests, then I would be like, oh yeah, we could start to see a nice little boom on the spy going into the rest of the day. But other than that, it's like I'm not touching it right now. Let's see. Scream out BBIG for is M Krieg is BBIG going up? Oh, ho, ho, ho. BBIG up 6.4. Amy getting a little red candle. Spy coming down. Jimmy getting hit again. Watch those 700,000. I mean, again, that's just ridiculous over here. 702,000 shares. Refresh it right here. See if it's any more yet. Absolute nonsense. If that doesn't show you that they're still aggressively trying to push the prices of these stocks down, then I don't know what does. Like, you can't look at the price and be like, yeah, this is what's going to tell us whether it's still alive or not. You have to look and see at all of the other things that are going on. They are aggressively trying to push this thing down. Why? Why are they doing that? Well, one, they're probably sensing a lot of weakness in the overall like community that are just like, oh no, people aren't buying. They're not as excited at what's going. BBIG is getting up there. That's pretty sweet. Let's see. Where's Lucid at? Is Lucid doing all right? Lucid coming down a little bit with the spy. Amy down 17 cents right now. GME down 1.37%. Let's see. Let's see here. Is it too late to get on Lucid? I don't know. Well, they have their lockup expiring next week, I believe. So watch out for that. That's why I'm doing the weeklies on it and not doing anything into next week. Spy coming down now. Hold on. Hold on, Spy. Spy's getting a little interesting. Look at Apple selling off. God damn it. I mean, the market's selling off right now. So that would not surprise. Yeah. Ooh, Apple getting really, really spicy, right? I mean, this is a big candle on the Spy. So, I mean, that's to be expected with Apple being a big part of the spot. Yeah, BBIG, is it still going? All right, we're going to leave BBIG up here for a while because BBIG is getting really, really spicy. High short interest. I don't think it has the best utilization. We can take a look at it over here. Let's see. Wow, okay, just kidding. BBIG, 25% estimated short interest, utilization super high, and high cost to borrow. That thing's going to get nutty. Good morning, STV, says Regal Chest. Good morning, man. Oh, is Counselor in here? Here we go. They're not trying to transfer this money. We have them pinned in a corner. They are pitiful, sore losers. We won already, LFG. I would have to agree with that statement as well, Counselor. 100%. 100%. All right, Spies just trapped in its range, coming down to its 200 MA on the 1 minute. Let's see, GME's really getting hit today with those shares. Amy's at 22.60, down about 16 cents right now. Let's see, market just taking a breather. Yeah, it could be. Does Kenny G know that I have plans for this MOAS money and he's starting to create my schedule? That's funny. You say AME? No, I don't. I say Amy because this is Amy and this is Jimmy over here. Yeah, be busy. Danger zone. Exactly. You are right. We are like getting into the danger zone because here's the thing. You haven't been listening to anything at all. You just look at like a title and are just like, "Whoa," and you freak out. That's what happens. So what really is going on here is that if we start to cross 23, 24, we have a nice little gamma ramp for this week. You know what that leads to? Danger zone. And then for next week, when we start to see all those contracts in the money, you know what we also have? Danger zone. And every single time that the what do you call it? The every single day that goes by, oh, GME getting a nice little pop here. Every single day that goes by when more calls are added to the chain, the window that the market makers and the shorts have to keep the price in shrinks. So there's multiple danger zones, and all it has to do is have one solid green day, and then it starts to get going. So one or two solid green days. Let's see here. BBIG running. Yeah, BBIG's looking good. Danger zone. Let's see here. Oh, here comes Amy. Can we get the Ortex data on AVCT? Yeah. Yeah, it was looking nasty. Yeah, it's still 93% utilization, high cost to borrow, 15.27% estimated short interest. So it's looking good. GME's trying to move back up here a little bit, down 23 cents. Amy is really flat right now. SPY's trying to make a little bit of a move back up. BBIG's up 7%, looking decent. Let's see. Hello, kid. Hello, hello. Vinco Ventures. Yeah, BBIG's getting up there today. I mean, that's good. So BBIG's got I think they have a nice little gamma ramp at 250 for next week. Oh, Amy. Amy's looking for that push to 23. That's what I want to see out of Amy today. Just get over to 23. Let's all get as many synthetic shares as we can. I would have to agree with that. I feel like the mental fight for all this has become almost half the battle. Yep. Yep. And the reason for that is people are just focusing too much on the price and not when we see GME go absolutely crazy in terms of 700,000 borrowed shares. It's ridiculous. All right, Amy coming up here, 2291. SPY's moving back up. Here we go. Let's see if we're going to get a little bit jumpy here. What's utilization for AMC? It's like 76. Let's see. Sens is looking good. Yeah, I mean it's coming up to that FDA approval time. So hold on. Let's see what's going on over here. Is Apple getting a nice little bounce back? Nah, not really. Apple kind of sucks right now. How's AMD doing? AMD getting hammered right now. Hold on. Where's Lucy at? Hold on now. Yeah, everything's kind of taking a breather here. So let's see what's going to happen. Do I only buy options for the SPY? No, I have calls on Lucid, Apple, and AMD right now too. Monday is MLK Day. Yeah, it is. Let's see here. SB, sorry to ask again. Just want to be sure. Seems like CPI expectation was 6% and actual 7%. Is this what you see? No. I saw the expectation being 7 and it came out at 7. VIX is coming back up. Yeah, it is. Or, I mean, I would expect it to. Now with the SPY coming up, I mean, if it's basing, the VIX just bases its pricing on the implied volatility on the S&P's option chain. That's pretty much what it does. What do you mean by lucid lockup? So the lockup period is expiring. So what that means is that the insiders that are holding shares can then go and sell. Let's see here. Sam, you were having issues again finding the stream? YouTube? Nonsense. Absolute nonsense over here. Grab some $3 leaves on BBIG yesterday before close. Ooh, those are probably looking pretty good now. Words are hard, says Jazz Cabbage. Yeah. All right. Amy flat right now. SPY flipping around here. It's still up 0.3%. Lucy coming back down. Any options that would account for the large amount of borrowed on GME? No. I don't think so. Translation, original investors dumb. Yeah, essentially. All right, Amy flat right now. Let's see though. GME down 20 cents, 0.15%. SPY coming back down. Amy just kind of hanging around VWAP right now, down 4 cents. It's just kind of hanging around flickering as the market's opening. We're 17 minutes or no. Yeah, 17 minutes in right now. CPI estimate was 5.4%. Oh no. Got rid of my SPY at 1900%, says Ultra. Atta boy. If you're happy and you know it, hit the like. SCV synthetic ankles. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. All right. I don't really like a whole lot of trades right now. I'm just kind of holding into what I have and see how it goes. GME volume is so low too. Exactly, Joanne. They're going to really try to attack this thing. Let's see. All right. What's going on the tweeter? Let's see. Nothing too crazy over here. BBIG, is it going still? Oh, Lucid coming back up. There we go. Oh, Amy with a nice little candle. BBIG up 6%. Amy up 0.36. I mean, it's up 7 cents. I want to see it crack 23 with some momentum. That's what we need to see. You know what we want to see? Rockets and basketballs. That's what we want to see right now. We might have to start singing to her to get her to go up. SPY's coming back up, but it is just kind of outside of its range right now. Let's see if she's going to come back up a little bit here. I think we're going to need some rockets and basketballs to get Amy to get going here. Ankles. No. VWAP getting close to crossing the 200 MA on Tesla, 30-minute candles. The market this morning is like when you wake up happy to take a dump, but you sit down, it's mildly disappointing, and you're not sure if you should wait or leave. Ethan, I like that. That's pretty smart right there. All right, SPY coming up a little bit here. We're seeing BBIG come back, GME come back. GME is now in the green. Here we go. All right, Amy, 22.95, 94. Here she comes. Come on, let's get above that 23 with some momentum. That's what we want to see right here. Rockets and basketballs are working. Oh, 23.01. We just hit it. Come on. Come on, let's see these buyers step back in. Remember, we hit like 23.70 yesterday, I believe was the intraday high for AMC. Hold on, let me look. What was it? 23.75 was yesterday's intraday high. So come on, get back over here. So let's see what we're going to see. We're at 22.95, testing the upper end of this range. SPY's coming back down a little bit here. GME is in the green about 55 cents, about 0.5%. Amy's up about 0.78 or 0.8%, 22.98. Here we go, people. Lucid Boom Boom. That's what I want. That's what I want right there. I want a giant Lucid Boom Boom candle. Yeah, a little bit. Amy's trying to do it too. GME trying, but watch those 700,000 shares today on GME. It's going to be interesting. BBIG over 2 million in volume already. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right, Amy, come on. Get that 23. Get that 23 with some momentum. Let's see. SPY up 0.45. Amy, hold on. Coming back down to the 200. Flickering around a little bit. Lucid holding up. GME coming down a little bit. I still want that 23. Here we go. 23, not amused. Yeah, I know, but we got to look at that little gamma ramp that we have coming up. If it starts to go, it's going to go. We just need to see that overall momentum come back. SPY coming up. AMC trying as well to get above 23 again. They really do not want this thing above 23 with any sort of momentum. What's the volume today? 4.37 million. I mean, that's decent in the first 21 minutes. Like listening to a sports broadcast. Thank you. I appreciate that. I feel like that's a compliment. Come on. 22.98. Come on, Amy. Do your thing here. Do your thing and pump back up. We know you have it in you. We've seen you do it so many times. All we need is a couple of solid green. Oh, come on now. Come on now, Amy. 23.07. Come on. High of the day, 23.09. Let's break that with some momentum and start to get back on. Oh, here she goes. Come on. Come on, everybody. Let's get Amy going. Boom, boom. Here we go. Here we go. How many shares were borrowed against AMC today? Last time I checked, it was 30,000. GME, though, was like 700,000. It was nonsense. All right. Come on. Let's see what these calls are doing. Making some money. Why do you say Amy? I don't know. Why do people do lots of things? I don't know. I just do. Oh, 23.14. She's pushing. She's pushing here, people. Look at this nice little candle here. Look at this nice little candle. What's the volume on this baby? It's coming up a little bit. 169,000. Let's see. Come on. Here we go. When can I send you your Gorilla Gang memorabilia coin to say thanks for what you do? Oh, I didn't know those were a thing. That would be pretty cool. Oh, SPY getting a nice little candle here too. GME, come on. Let's go. Let's go. We need it to, oh, come on. We need this slow stair step up all the way up through 23 and 24. Keith, thank you so much for that. Super. I appreciate that, man. Boom, boom. There we go. 23.08. We're holding here for now. Let's see what happens. SPY is continually moving up here. Let's see. Amy looking sexy today. Yep. This nonsense was yesterday on Amy. There were 2 million borrowed against. Yeah, there were 2 million borrowed against Amy yesterday. There's 700,000 already borrowed against GME today. And look at this. They're just holding it right here. It is green, but Amy's up 1 point. Oh, here she comes again. We need some boom boom candles. Someone bought 342,000 shares at 4:10 p.m. yesterday. Did they now? That's pretty nice. All right, come on. SPY trying to move up. Where's AMD? Back up to 140 and not really doing all that great over here. Apple, how we doing? Oh, Apple making a nice little move here. That's what we like to see. Apple calls. Print. George W on AMC. Yeah, a little bit right here. How do you put the moving averages on the screen? You literally just go to here. Oh, wait, hold on. You go to like indicators and then you click this. And then you just like, you have to change it on you have to go to moving averages and then you have to change the inputs on it to 50, 100, 200. So you just change the numbers. All right, 2304 on Amy right now. We're up 1% right now. Spy's trying to make another move up here. Let's see if Amy's going to get a little bit of juice here. GME up 33 cents. I don't know. These moves on GameStop today, I'm going to be a little bit worried about them just because they have so many shares that they can just start selling to counteract a lot of buying volume that could potentially come in. SHIB is moving, got listed on the Mexican exchange. How much is it up? 14% at 31.40. It's getting some candles over there. Let's see. At the end of the day, AMC will close at or a penny below 23. Hopefully not. I would rather that not happen. All right, Amy's coming down a little bit here, testing the 100 and the 50. We're not seeing the moving averages bend up yet. We need a lot more action off of AMC in order to get these averages to really start coming back up. If we can do that, remember what we've seen on the downside for AMC is the 50 will come down. It'll test new low, test new low. But if it doesn't on the upside too, it'll test new high, test new high. And that's what we want to see. We have not seen a day like that in a very long time. SPY moving back down here a little bit. Apple selling off. GME selling off here. Here we go. Lucid Ortex, it's nasty. I can tell you right now. Maybe after yesterday, they might have covered some, but Lucid's Ortex, as of yesterday, the last time I looked at it, was absolutely ridiculous. So 100% utilization on Lucid right now and 16.66% estimated short interest with high cost to borrow. Lucid could get a little bit squeezy. All right, let's pull up Lucid for a minute. Lucid still looking decent over here. Amy trying to push that 23 again. We're at 22.99 right now. SPY is getting a little bit of a candle. Let's see. GME flat right now. BBIG is up 10% right now. Oh my. Wow. Wow, BBIG. There we go. All right, my AMD calls are coming down a little bit, but my Lucids and Apples are still looking good. So we're going to leave these in here for a little bit and see what the market ends up giving us today. 2302 on Amy. Now we're at the high of the day is 2318. We're at 20. We're right around 20 throughout 2302. Here it comes back. Come on now. Let's see. Oh, those Gorilla Gang stuff. Those coins are cool, dude. All right, I definitely want that. That's awesome, Brandon. All right, well, I'll shoot you a message after the stream and we can set that up. Thank you so much. All right, Amy hanging around 23 again. Spy's trying to move back up here a little bit. We got BBIG getting really, really jumpy right now. It's up 12% right now. BBIG is looking good over here, people. Tide coming in for BBIG, LFG. Did they release it yet? I don't think they released it yet, but it is ripping right now. Day traders are going to start eating this thing up right here. So Amy right around 23, 2301, 02, not really moving a whole lot. GameStop's up 0.4 or 0.35%. Spy's trying to make a move here, but let's see what's going to happen here. Why is 23 so important this week? Is that max pain? It is max pain, but also there's a decent amount of puts and some calls for this week, not even next week at the max pain or at 23. So, and as you step up 24, 25, 26, there's a decent amount of calls that could start running in the money, giving us a little bit of some backdrop of buying pressure this week. So that's what I want to eventually see. I know Fintel, but AMC is ranked number 1 on the short squeeze list for 92%. Oh boy, that's pretty sweet. Has there been any recent news on BBIG? I don't believe so. No, I haven't seen anything. But it's going 11.5% right now. SPY's making a little bit of a move. Remember, the intraday high is 472.68. We're at 472.43 right now. So if SPY starts to break out of these intraday highs, Ryan, this is what we would want to see. So if the 50 and the VWAP start bending up and SPY comes up, makes a new high, and then tests it, that would be a time maybe to consider getting into some calls, but don't go crazy. Can I check BBBY? Yeah, Rhonda, on Ortex, it was at like 30% estimated short interest. It was crazy. Market closed Monday. Yep. Huge shorting on BBIG. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's ripping right now, too. Amy still right around 23. GME 0.31%. SPY still coming up here. Hold on now. This could be getting interesting here. Ooh, AMD calls back to life. Lucid calls still looking good. Here we go. Might take profits soon and roll them out to some other plays. Let's see. Rhonda, anytime. You got the 474 calls. I mean, those might play out for you. Oh, Amy with a candle here. Here she comes with a little bit of volume. Come on now, Amy. Come on, 1.43% on Amy right now. The previous day high, 23.18. I want to see these averages start to bend to the upside. Once we see that happen, we can come down, retest, and start to make new highs. But right now, very, very flat in terms of what we're seeing on these moving averages. So let's see if we're going to get up a little bit. SPY's making another move here. Here we go, people. Let's see. BBIG's up almost 13% right now. How's Lucid looking? Come on, get to my strike. There it is. Lucid calls in the money. Thank you very much. 84% on Lucid, 86. Oh, ho, ho. There we go. Lucid, Amy above 23 right now. SPY's coming up. GME's getting a nice little candle here. Whoa, whoa. SPY's getting jumpy right now. Come on, Amy, get up there. Make that new day high. Come on, let's go. Also, for everybody new filtering in right now, if you guys don't mind hitting that like button, just helps out with the algo a little bit. Whoa, Lucid going absolutely nutty right now. What's Apple and AMD doing? AMD, come on, get above 140. That's what we want to see out of you. Ooh, she's trying. She's trying. My AMD calls are in the money right now, which is nice. My Apples are not. But, oh, here we go, Amy. Look at this candle right here coming in, people. 23.35. Here it comes. That was a nice little candle right here coming in. SPY's coming up. AMC's coming up. It's nice when we see the market start to come back to the upside too and have a little bit of bullish momentum. Let's see what this brings us. Here we go. Check Lucid. It's running. Yeah, Lucid is running. So on that just move that we saw on the SPY, Lucid's probably cranking. Yeah, Lucid is cranking right now. All right. So AMC new day high at 23.36. We're sitting right around 23.20 right now, coming down a little bit. SPY kind of flattening out. I mean, not making the full move on this candle staying at the high. GME up about 0.5%. AMC up 1.88. Let's see what's going to happen here, people. Here she comes. Come on. I like that 23. All right, SPY getting a red candle here. Watch what happens with Amy and everything else going on right now. Yeah, that's a nice little sell candle on the SPY after we got a little bit of momentum. But Ryan, if you're still in here, nothing. I mean, I was looking at this little bend here. It hasn't bent yet. So not yet on the 50 and VWAP. I mean, it could be decent, but Amy's still hanging out right around 23.20. Trying to get some candles here. Here we go, everybody. Come on, boys, says Jack. Here we go. All right. Lucid freaking pumping right now. That is what I want to see. I was pissed at the Lucid calls yesterday. Pissed at them because I top ticked it and then it was up like it was shitload of percent yesterday. Shib looking tasty. Oh, we got the foxes. What are the foxes? I don't know what that is, but welcome to all the foxes that are coming in. Retail is not leaving. Hell no. Hell no. All right, let's see what happens with SPY here if the market starts to trend up again. Like we were seeing, Amy's going to get a couple of candles here. Lucid kind of hanging out at the highs over here. DWAC and Rivian are running. Oh, is DWAC going again? 60. Wow. DWAC's up 66, up 3.64. Amy at 23.15. GME, they're trying to hit it a little bit here, but let's see. BBBY, 5%. I don't understand why they think it's a smart idea to just try to attack these stocks like right now. It's like the stupidest time to do it. Like the stupidest time to do it. SPY coming back up here. Amy, get a candle. Get a candle. Come on. Get a candle. Move all these averages up with you. Come on. Sens is flying. Everything's flying right now. What's AMD looking like? AMD, get above 140. She's trying. Come on. Lucid, rip. Let's see here, everybody. Gone into January 21st, 471 on the early dip. Let's chat about it next week. Solid squeeze. I think you're going to look good on that one. I think the 471s, I think you're going to look good on that. For SPY, I think that's fine. That's going to be a little expensive, but I think you're going to do decent on that. Lucid's trying to make another move here. Amy at 23.13 right now, hanging above that $23 mark. That's a good thing to see. Microsoft is about to take off. A lot of people have been talking about Microsoft. It doesn't look good on the 4 hour, so I'm not. Thoughts on Fisker? They get that. Chris, I was talking about, is it ripping right now? Is that why everybody's asking about what's it, FSR? I mean, the reason why if the EVs in general are going to do good, Fisker's going to come up with it. SPY getting a red candle here. Watch out for AMC coming back down below 23. So like Lucid, like Tesla, all these different EV stocks, they're pretty much all going to move together when things start to go well. Now, Fisker could be good, but remember, the problem with Fisker is that previously they were already out. They already had a car, and the problem was they started catching on fire, so they failed and had to like rebrand themselves like 10 years later. All right, GME selling off a little bit here, flat on the day. Amy up 1.18%. SPY's up 0.54%, coming down a little bit here, but let's see. SPY stair stepping to all-time highs? It could. What's the all-time high on it? 480 something? 479.98. If you get that 480 breakout at some point over the next couple of weeks. All right. Amy just came back down to 23, and let's see if it bounces off this or comes down below again. If it bounces off this with any type of momentum, that's going to be a nice solid thing to see. If it comes down, well, we're just going to have to mess around. Came down 22.99. Let's see what happens. 1 hour chart on Amy. What are you looking at here? I mean, it's curling back up, kind of found its bottom and is slowly trying to make its move back up. Tested the 100 MA today, and if we can crack above that, that would be pretty sweet. But the 50 is down below the 200, but it is starting to flatten out and curl out a little bit, so that could be decent. AME is setting up for 22.94, coming back down to the range here. The problem is that we're not seeing these averages start to bend to the upper direction. We need to see the range, the 50, the 100, the VWAP, and the 200 all start to turn in that positive direction. So then if we're going to have these retests, we can just come back down to a higher level and then start to make new highs. But now they're shorting the nuts out of it, and the SPY's coming down, and GME's getting attacked. And it's like, all right, well, we need the buyers to step back in and say, nope, screw you. We want to take this thing up. Let's see. Let's see here. All right, 22.86 right now on AMC. Let's see what's going to happen with the SPY and all this other stuff. What up, Vix? What's up, AJ? How you doing? All right, come on. This range is so tight too. So I don't know. Let's see what happens. It's going to be easy for it to flush through the range. But we're at 22.90, 22.89. Let's see. Lucid came down a little bit here. Still up 3%. SPY's being a little, all right. So SPY's starting to look a little bit better on the whole trendy thing. Let's see what the 1348 saying on SPY on the 5 minute. It came down and it's testing the 13. The 13 is at 472. So it might come down and test the 13 before it bounces off it again. It did that a couple of times this morning. So watch out below a little bit on the SPY. It's going to drag everything down with it. Lucid's trying to get back up here, but let's see. Let's see. AMC needs to put its running shoes on and stop crawling. Yeah. Yeah. So hold on. Wait, where was this? Yeah, the 13 is at 471.99. Let's see what's going to happen here if we get that test. AMC is close to crossing over on the daily MACD. Is it now? Is it now? It's trying, but it needs a lot of momentum to do like a really nice solid cross. All right, AMC's now back down to being flat. 22.80 right now, up a penny. Let's see, Lucid trying GME. Watch those shares. Hold on, let's see if we can get a little Ortex update. See what's going on with GME if they took out any more shares, because that was nonsense, absolute nonsense on what they're doing with GME. Wait, oh, that's Lucid. 702,000 again. 17% estimated short interest on GME right now. What's going on with AMC? Let's see if they took out any more shares. Last we checked, it was like 30,000, 156,000. Nice. Great job. Great job, shorts. Nice. Trying to push it down. If we get, and you're literally screwing, what they're doing is they're trying to keep it in that range. They're using those shares to try to like just pin it in this little range so that they don't have to like get terrified. All right. So SPY just came down and tested what it was like, maybe a little bit of a test of this 50 in VWAP, and now it is ripping up. If it comes up and makes a new high at 472.89, that could be a nice little break on the SPY. Amy's still selling off here. Nothing too wild coming on everything else right now. SPY is really getting jumpy here off these couple of candles. Let's see what happens. Let's see. Vicky, definitely send that to me. Shoot me a DM on Twitter. Let's see. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. New day highs on the SPY. Let's see what happens with everything else over here. Hold on. What do we got? All right. These contracts are killing it right now. Apple, boom. Fuck yeah. Yeah, new day highs on Apple. That's what we like to see. Amy, that's trying, but oh, where's IWM? IWM getting a little bit of a pop here, but that's an aggressive move down. SPY didn't make as aggressive of a move. So Amy needs to see IWM really start to see it turn around. Apple starting to get a little jumpy here. Here we go. SHIB got listed on the Mexican exchange and it's blown up. Told you to get into Tesla. Gee, I can't. Like I can't throw like 2 grand at a contract right now. Are we printing or what? Yucca. I don't know. Yep. Oh my God. Look at this SPY move right here. Come on, Amy. Get a little action here. Apple coming back up. GME hanging right around VWAP. Amy right now at 22.81 up or 82 up 3 cents right now. Okay, so that was the test right there. Ryan, that was the test. Most likely that was the test. Now the whole thing is going to start trending to the upward direction. Now, and what is it on the 13th? Yeah, 1348 is still saying that it wants to go. MACD just crossed right here. So on the 5-minute, so that is looking good on some SPY calls. Watch, I mean, wait for it to settle down a little bit again if you're going to do it. I'm not getting any SPY contracts right now because I just have Apple, AMD, and Lucid. So there's no reason for me to do it unless I wanted to get greedy, which is probably not a smart thing to do, but let's see. Once GameStop announces the NFT dividend, they're not going to do that. They're going to announce their NFT marketplace, and then that's going to be pretty sick. What's the SHIB news? I believe they got listed on a Mexican exchange, so that's why they're pumping up a little bit here. Amy, 22.86. Apple really getting jumpy. Day high at one. Hold on, where's Lucid? Lucid not moving. AMD coming back. All right, whoever, what's his name? Ultra, you're gonna. It looks like you're gonna crush it on some of these SPY calls here, buddy. We know you went with puts on what, Nikita? On what? I didn't get any puts today. AMD bouncing around 140. Yeah, I wanted higher than that. Well, I mean, my contracts are in the money, which is nice. What day is it today? Wednesday. These got a lot of time on them too. So I don't know. Let's see. 66% on AMD, 171% on Apple, 90% on Lucid. So we're crushing it in general over here. Yesterday's SPY puts. Oh yeah. Well, I was in and out of those really quick that morning before Powell started to talk. And then I got calls in the afternoon and I was down like, I don't know, $4. And I was like, I don't like this anymore. But if I held them, I would have been up a crazy high amount going into today. I just wasn't comfortable holding those contracts going into the inflation report because I already had so much bullish exposure, which I'm getting today. So Amy back above 23. Here we go. GME trying to pop back up a little bit. SPY, I mean, getting a little bit of a sell candle here, but nothing too crazy. Day high at 473.09. Amy at 23 flat right now. SHIB is being added to Robinhood in February. Is that a rumor or is that confirmed? Why are they so desperate to keep us under 23? Because of exactly what I've been saying over the past week. They aren't hedging these contracts. They're just not hedging them. So when you look and see, SCB Synthetic Angles, thanks for the super. Hit the like, mic drop. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. So the reason why they don't want us above 23 is because the max pain for next week's 22, the max pain for this week's 23. Now, what they've been doing is it doesn't look like they've been hedging a lot of these call contracts that could be running in the money. One, I think that is the stupidest thing for them to be doing, but they're idiots. They let these stocks go absolutely crazy. And that's why these have so much potential. The reason why they don't want it above 23 is because what they're doing is you have that little, like the top of a trapezoid. So what's happening is that top of the trapezoid, that line like this is just shrinking down here. And that's price. That is price range, that top of the trapezoid. It's shrinking because people are buying more calls. And it's going to get to the point where if the stock runs even a little bit, they cannot sell enough puts with high enough deltas in order to basically maintain that delta neutral in their system without actually going out into the open market and hedging. Because right now, well, they're just selling puts and calls and they can push it down, lower the deltas on the calls, increase the deltas on the puts, and they're fine. But if it starts to go a little bit and that price range where they need to keep it in is shrinking because more people are buying calls. So it increases their exposure on the call side with the net delta position that they're going to have. So as we start to move up past 23, especially this week, because the gamma ramp's actually not bad. Like we were looking at this earlier, like there's 8,000 contracts at 20 or 8,800 contracts at 23, 7,600 contracts at 24. But when you look at the puts, there's 12,000 contracts at 23. So they have already edged the puts, which they could have. It's not as likely for them to. Well, it's not even about the hedging. It's just they're going to have to start hedging something. Like they just haven't done it. Where did you hear no NFT dividend for GME? I heard the opposite from GameStop themselves. I've heard the NFT marketplace stuff, which is the way. All right, SPY new highs right here. So I mean, I'm kinda having some FOMO on SPY calls right now. If we get another retest over here, I'll do it. But right now, like, if we see a couple of red candles here, I'll maybe get into a little tiny SPY call position, but I don't know. And what I would do is I would have gone after, I think it was the 74s, I think is what I would have done. How much are these? Yeah, I would have gone after the 74s or 75s. So coming down a little bit here, hold on. Because that's where we got the retest, and now it's coming up. But you see, this is what I want to see on AMC, these upward trending of these moving averages. We can come up, test, make new highs. We're just not seeing that right now. AMD coming back up. What are we looking at over here? Apple, you dirty, dirty dog. Jeez. Jeez. Do we want to YOLO a little bit? I think we can. What's the 1348 saying? I think I do want to YOLO a little bit. Yeah, MACD crossing. Screw it. Let's run it. How much are these? I don't know. Let's watch this. Let's watch this right here. See what happens on a couple of these red candles. Apple coming back down. All right. So if SPY's going to do another retest, let's see what happens here. What would happen if people purchased 20 calls last minute of trading on Friday? Nothing. They would need to be in the money calls. Look at the 1348 on the 4-hour, already crossed on the 2-hour. James, on what? The SPY? If you're gonna do it on the 4-hour, you need to trade it. Well, the 13's coming up, so you're gonna need to. You're essentially going to need to see. All right, I kind of like this here. Hold on, I'll throw a little bit of money at this. Might as well. Hold on, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. It might come down and test this range again, and then what are we at now, Amy? 2290. Not too bad over here. All right, SPY's coming down. All right, I probably would not go for these contracts right here anymore. I want these contracts. So let's see. Let's see. I like this whole retest strategy. It's a lot more fun. All right, Amy coming back down. SPY coming down a little bit here. Everything's selling off with the SPY right now. The SPY is kind of the main driver of everything going on today. Well, the SPY is going to move, IWM is going to move, and everything's going to start to move. Let's see. Nvidia's up 5%. Jesus. What's AMD doing right now then? Coming down a little bit. How's AMD up 1.6 with good news, and Nvidia is up? Nvidia is not up 5%. It's up $5. Big difference. Big difference. Can I look at the BBIG options chain? Yeah. The monthly for January coming right up. You need to see it really start to get going in order to have a big gamma. There's nothing too crazy on the call side where it's trading now. Like, it needs a big move. Let's see, AMD. What are we doing? What's the retest strategy? So we'll see a break of this 50 MA and the VWAP over here, which are typically the upper or lower ends of the range of all of these averages. And then it'll come back down, retest it, and then start to shoot back up. That's kind of when I like to get into calls. I just don't really like it today. Like, we're seeing this upward trend, which is nice, but I don't know. I just already have like bullish exposure on other stuff. So like, why push it? Yeah, BBIG's pumping. All right. AMD coming back up. Come on, Amy. 2294 right now. Let's just get a pump to like 24. Just randomly. Boom, boom candle. Let's just get going. Higher highs, lower lows on the SPY. Looks like it wants to trend up today. Let's see what happens. AMC is really not doing. Was that head and shoulders? I don't like. Let's see here. You got SPY 473 calls for January 21st. James, I think you're going to be fine with that. Unless we see wildness. All right, GME's back to flat. AMC 2293. AMD coming back up. I want to see Lucid at like 50. That's what I want to see out of Lucid. Yeah, I don't think BBIG is already pumped. I think it has a lot of room left to go. Long, what's up, man? How you doing? Good to see you in here, buddy. Thanks for all the new people filtering in right now. Let's see. What time frame is the best for 1348? It depends on how long you want to hold the contracts. If you want to play like monthlies, the 4-hour. If you want to day trade, the 5-minute. or weeklies, the 5 minute, like and you can do some longer time frames too. It just depends. I look at all of them. I look at all the time frames when I'm looking at this, when I'm looking at it. Like if I'm trading weeklies, I'm going to look at the 4 hour, the 1 hour, the 5 minute. I'm going to look at everything just to see what's going on. All right. SPY's trying to make a little bit of a move here. We kind of need to see a higher high on this to really see it start to get going. But let's see. Amy coming back down 22.86 right now. Lucid selling. GME selling down 39 cents, 0.3%. Let's see here. They're trying to pin us at 23. Yeah. It's great to see you fight the FOMO fever and not buy. I would have bought these calls down here. Not down. I probably would have bought them up here on these little sell-off candles here, but it's not making new highs yet. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Thanks, buddy. Anytime, Christopher. Oh, Amy just went red with the SPY slowly stair-stepping its way up here. Lucid coming down. GME coming down. Oh, YOLO Tesla. Yes, there you go, Geo. The SPY wants to trend up for the next 9 days, says Solid Squeeze. Hey, I'm hoping for the best, man. Silver Bowl says, hit the like as you come in. Yeah, if you guys don't mind hitting the like button on the stream, just helps out with the algo. Thank you, guys. All right, SPY's moving back up. Screw it. I'll YOLO something here just for fun. Just for fun. Just for funsies. I like the way the SPY is looking right now. Let's see what happens. Little bit of a YOLO here. We are not resisting playing Chase the VIX today. So wait, hold on. I really hope that was the right strike. It was. Cool. All right, let's see what happens with those. Amy popping back up here. I think the SPY is going to get a little bit jumpy here. I like the way that it's looking with these moving averages, and what it's saying on the 1348 on the. The 4 hour looks really good. Let me see what it looks like on the 5 minute still. 5 minutes still looks good-ish. We're going to need to see a little bit more action here and make that new day high in order to really see it looking good. But this will be a quick in and out. What strike did I get on the SPY? I mean, you guys know what strikes I get. I don't really want to come out and say that have people come and run in with the trades that I'm getting. But I've said it before. I usually go like 2 or 3 strikes out of the money if I'm playing dailies. A little bit longer if I'm playing 1 day to expiration. But other than that, I mean, I don't want to say. Just because I can't come out here and just give financial advice. But let's see. Yeah, coming back down now. Hold on. Contracts went right into the green, then right into the red. So let's see what happens here. I'll probably cut these quick. I wanted like a quick in and out on this. So hold on. Let's see. How's Ortex doing? On GME, it's gnarly. On AMC, it's kind of fine. DUAC fire. Yeah, DUAC's been doing good. Wow, DUAC really coming up here. All right, SPY moving down a little bit. I'm in the SPY calls. Let me know if you're looking to get out. I will. MACD on the 5 minute looking like it wants to cross to the downside now. That's not ideal. Let's see what happens here, though. Let's see what happens. Is BBIG still going? That would be insane. Not really. Everything's kind of slowing down a little bit here. Let's see. If SPY hits. Yeah, this is no fun right now. I don't know. I think this was stupid. I think I should get out of this. This is nonsense. My charts say SPY is going to drop. Are you in yet? Yeah, I don't like this. My charts are also saying SPY is about to drop too. So I'm out. I'm getting out. I don't like that. That was stupid. All right. Filled it. Lost like $20. Fine. Whatever. Still up a boatload on every other. Nice green candle right as I sell. It's fine. I didn't want the SPY contracts anyway. Nah, it just looks like it wants to cross down on the 5 minute. I think it's just going to slow down a little bit. So I don't know. If you're in them, you're probably going to do all right. I just didn't really fall in love with that one. So I was just like, yeah, whatever. Let's see. Lucid puts very green. How? My calls are very green. How is that? How does that work? You're holding the SPY contract for right now? Dude, go for it, man. I mean, I just didn't like it a whole lot. Can it continue to rip by the end of the day? Yeah, obviously. I just would rather just play with what I have already out there. Check your temperature. You got FOMO fever? Yeah. 470 calls sold 705%. Best trade to date. Jose, congratulations, man. Congratulations. Yeah, also for everybody new coming in right now, if you guys don't mind hitting the like button on the stream, just helps out with the algo. Let's see here. Amy at 22.82. GME down half. Let's see. Because about the 47 put at the peak, I do this every day. See, that's kind of crazy. I don't know how you can do that, but I felt the fear. Yeah, that's what I did. I felt the fear on this. MACD is going to cross down on the 5-minute here. Yep. Alrighty. DWAC moving. Whack. Jesus. That thing is going crazy. AMC trying to break out. I mean, this could be a little head and shoulders right here, which I'm not the biggest fan of. Wow. AMD calls up 57%. More than that now. Apple calls 157%. Lucid calls 50%. I don't know. I might take the Lucid soon. Maybe I'll let it go for a little while, but let's see what happens with the overall market. How do you set up a YouTube channel to live stream and accept super chats and everything? How does that work come tax time? Is it technically a business? Technically, yes. Technically. DWAC coming up again, up 5% right now. Jesus, what is AMD looking like? Nothing too good over here on AMD. Let's see. SHIB is ripping today. Yeah, they did get some news. Come on, Amy. 22.82. What is this nonsense? We're going to do. There goes the SPY. So here's the thing. If it does this 50 test and then starts to come back up, watch new day highs. That could be what we see on the SPY over here. Technically, write that shit off. What am I going to write off? My computer? Yeah. I mean, other than that, like, I think I can write off my apartment, which would be sick. DWAC calls 800%, says Anthony. Atta boy. There you go. All right. Oh, Amy getting a little bit of a pop here. Come on. Let's get that 23. SPY trying. All right. So it got a little bit of the test of the 50 right here on this little wick. So let's see if SPY is going to come up, make new day highs. AMD getting a, wow, that was nice. What's the high of the day on this? 140.57. AMD looking to get jumpy here. GME. Those 700,000 shares are going to hurt us today. They are going to hurt us. There's nothing we can do about it if they're going to just start coming out and like it's just nonsense. Lucid bouncing. Nice. SPY trying a little bit. Amy tried to get a nice little candle here with 109,000 volume. Volume's really not there. AMD coming up. How's Lucid doing? Lucid looking good over here. AMC is about to squeeze, says Steve. There you go. Come on, Amy. We know you want to go. She has the potential. All right. The MACD on the 1 minute's looking like she wants to curl a little bit here. Yeah, I probably could write off the Kansas trip. But, like, I really just want to be able to write off my apartment because it's expensive. For no reason. Literally no reason. Hedgie's days are limited and they know it. Yeah. All right. What do we got here? SPY. Come on. What are we doing? It's just, all right, GME selling off here. Watch those 700,000. What's the volume on GME today? The volume today on GameStop is 459,000. They borrowed 700,000 shares. They borrowed a little less than double the volume that it's traded today. This is ridiculous. Does 40,000 shares make me rich? I'm not there yet. Just need 39,000 more, says Dumb Money. If you had 40,000 shares and it rips, you're going to be fine. AMC short interest close to 20% now. Let me look. It was at 19.36, so they'd pop it up a little bit. Nah, 272,000 borrowed shares today, 19.36% estimated short interest on this thing. It's kind of barcoding around here. Let's see. SPY's moving down to the 50. Let's see what we're going to go over here. No, you absolutely can write off the Kansas trip. You went to a shareholder meeting on your business model. Stock. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Hood about to cross 1348 on the downside. On what time frame? You got to make sure you say what time frame you're looking at too. Hold on. Let's see what we got going on over here. Hold on. What do we got? Core inflation is likely to peak in March of 2022. That's not great. Oh, breaking. As per FBN, 15 hours ago. Pelosi likely to retire after this term. Interesting. So who's going to be the best stock trader of all time now if it's not going to be Pelosi? All right, SPY just fell down below its 50. Let's see what happens with it here. Amy slowly moving down. Everything's slowly starting to come down. Oh man, did we check the Walmart or text today? No. Would like to see some big news released midday. I would love to see that, especially for everything else. Like get the whole GameStop stuff. I wish they would release news on it like at noon. But they won't. They'll release it in after hours if they're going to do something on it, most likely. Do you think the 1.5 billion Citadel got is to continue to hold down AMC and GME? No, I don't. I don't think that at all. I think what they're doing is they're just trying to IPO, and Ken Griffin wants to retire. He wants to be done. Think about how much stress he's been put under last year. He's like, I've had it. Like, just let's IPO, and I'll take my money, and I'll just be done. And he'll go do whatever he wants to do. He'll just go trade on his own. He's like, I don't need this nonsense anymore. Oh, SPY bounced off the 50. There you go. I mean, it came. Hold on. Let's see what's going to happen. Oh, come on. What is this nonsense right here? Pelosi leaving Congress to start her Discord. That would be so funny. Elected officials can no longer trade in the market. Pelosi retires. That would be so funny. Did you see the graph Unusual Whales tweeted? Nancy's in 6th place. Yeah, but like over time, Nancy's number 1. How will she trade stocks without her insider info? I don't know, man. She's going to have some issues. Avoiding issues, she might be. All right, Amy down 8 cents right now. SPY's coming down to VWAP here. GME selling off down 1.5%. Amy's down 0.4%. Lucid kind of holding up all right here. That's not bad. Austin Scott makes Pelosi look like an amateur. Oh, I bet. Pelosi will keep insider trading. She is retiring because she's being scrutinized. Maybe. It's possible. It's possible. Lucid forming a W. I mean, this just looks like head and shoulders everywhere. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Like not on the SPY, but like pretty much everything else that could run. Like, any news about Mr. Beast and Trey's request? I don't think so. I think it's going to be very, very hard to get Mr. Beast's attention, but it's always possible. I don't know, though. I haven't seen anything on it. If you ain't cheated, you ain't tried. I guess so, man. I guess so. All right, 22.70 right now on Amy. Jimmy's trying to get a candle here, but which is kind of weird seeing that they have 700,000 shares that they can short it with today. SPY is now coming down. Hold on. What was the news that just came out? U.S. crude oil stock, nothing. I mean, it's an oil move maybe, but things are just starting to move back down. Oh, nonsense. We're seeing some nonsense over here. Apple calls are still doing good. I have until next week on those too. Pelosi looks like the guy from Indiana Jones who drank the wrong cup. That's funny. Pelosi will be live streaming stocks in her basement in no time. She's literally going to put all of us out of business. 1 year anniversary holding AMC and GME, says Beach Guy. There you go. SPY looking bad. Yeah, I'm very happy I didn't like those SPY calls and just got out of it, because what's the MACD on the 5-minute now? Yeah, crossed to the downside, blew right through the 13, the 30, and now is touching the 48. So let's see what happens here. Is that a head and shoulders on Lucid? Yeah, and on Amy and on like everything else too. Knees and ankles formation? Yeah. She's going to make a documentary called Two Politicians, Several Stocks. Let's see. Why AMC Bloodbath? It's down 10 cents, bro. It's down 10 cents. I think you're fine. All right. GME's down $2 though. But they also have 700,000 shares to short GME with today. I'm not going to stop talking about it. It's absolute nonsense. Can I look at Sens? Yeah, Sens is pricing in their FDA approval right now. That's what they're doing. So if they get the approval, maybe it'll rip more. But if they price it in, and even if they don't get it, oh, they're screwed. They're completely screwed if Sens doesn't get their FDA approval after this move. 1 minute W on Lucid. More of a head and shoulders. Kenny might be getting into crypto. Yeah. And like somebody earlier was like, he might be trying to make a bank. And I was like, I don't think they're going to give him a bank charter. Oh, you're talking about this W right here. Yeah, I see this one. This little W right here on Lucid. Amy at 22.66. Same price action that we've seen many times. Panic buying on the SPY. Yeah, panic buying all the time on the SPY. It happens like every single day. Do you think they're throwing the 700,000 shares back in one day or more than one day? They literally can't sell the 700,000 shares today. The volume today is 513,000 on GME. They can't do it. It's going to be almost impossible for them to do that today. So they're trying. They're going to have a lot of work to do to get those shares off. First SPY calls ever, down 35%. That's no bueno. My tweet went viral on politicians banking on the stock market. Shelly, there you go. Let's see. Hold on. We got some news coming out. Nope. No news. Lucid trying to pop here a little bit, though. SPY trying to get a little bit of a move. Amy at 22.70, trying to move back up here. Down 11 cents right now. Nothing too crazy. What's happening on the 18th? I'm hearing for AMC. Is that National Popcorn Day? I think that might be it. Like there is a National Popcorn Day. Getting me a wee little 801 tat. There you go. Don't they have to return the shares after 2 days? No. They can hold their shorts for as long as they want, and they can hold the shares out on loan for as long as they want too. Come on, Amy. SPY getting a nice little pop here off the 200 MA. GME trying to pop back too, but when they have that many shares, it's like, all right, well, let's just sell them and then see where we end up after that. DWAC new high. Jesus. DWAC is going absolutely freaking nuclear. Lucid call is doing good. Apple call is doing good. I'm going to milk these Apple calls over here, and not in the weird way, just trying to get a lot of money out of them. 19th is popcorn day. So yeah, so what's going on the 18th? And then dips up, ultra edits. There you go, my man. DWAC tickling the 68. Yeah, it is. What's it? Oh, it hit 68.16. Amy coming back up, down 5 cents right now. SPY moving back up. GME trying, but it's having a tough time today. Having a tough time. Down 1.67%. I want that close above 23 on Amy with some momentum. It's not that hard. Like, we're literally just trading flat. Remember that DWAC was 170 at one point? Yeah, and that was also with no shorts, no option chain. People just bid that thing up. I would have made more on DWAC if I bought 60s, but I got the cheap 80s banking on an explosion. Yeah, maybe every day it's down just because it's not down $10 doesn't mean it's not a downtrend. True, but you also have to realize that their whole goal is to attack it and manipulate it down. So, like, yeah, that's their whole goal. Our goal is to have the stock go up. So if the stock just starts to go up, it's like, oh yeah, retail's going to be buying it. We're going to see a little gamut. When it starts to really, really tank, it's like, oh yeah, some retail might be selling, but at the same time, like, they're just short. Like, I hate to just say it like this, but like, they're just shorting the nuts out of it again, as always. Same thing with GME today. SPY needs to break that VWAP. Yeah. It's going to struggle around. It might struggle a little bit around VWAP. I mean, it's up 0.42% today. On Amy, the 1 minute MACD wants to cross a little bit here, but we need a little bit more out of that. BBIG volume, is it coming up more? I mean, the volume 6.32 million. What's the float on it? 87 million. I mean, it's up 7%. Not bad. Would it be possible to see the available shares to borrow on AMC? I could try to calculate it for you really quickly. It's going to be like, okay, so if 100 million is 75%, what's 100 or 76%? So, all right, I'll tell you right now. 99.37 divided by 0.7633. 130 minus 99.37. 30.8 million shares. 30.8 million shares is available to borrow on AMC. Let's see. Did I watch the OWL video yesterday? Nah, I didn't have time. I have to watch it, though. I do want to watch that. Is AMC short interest overestimating? Right now, no. It should be pretty accurate right now. They were underestimating on the settlement date. Maybe GME borrowing after our shenanigans again. Yeah, but like they borrowed 700,000 fucking shares on it today. Are you kidding me? It hasn't even traded 700,000 shares today. It's ridiculous. This is nonsense. Like, are you kidding me right now? You're going to have the stock doesn't trade that. Like, wow, that SPY call went bad quick. Yeah, that's why I was like in and out really, really quickly, and I did not want to stay in that thing. Like, see, I was like, I don't like this at all. It looked like I think we were getting it right here, and I was like, yeah. If we start to make that new high and we start curling up, that's gonna be good. But then we didn't, and I was just like, nope, get out. I think I lost like 4% on the 4 or 5% on that thing. I just got out really quick. Did short interest? Yeah, so short interest on AMC right now is 19.33. So we're at 22.59 right now. We're probably going to test 22.50 again with the SPY selling off like this. I don't know. Let's see what happens here. Everything's kind of moving its way down. Let's see. Isn't that 1% of the company borrowed? Yeah. They did 2 million in one day. How did my AMD calls just go to shit? Nonsense. Oh, my Lucids are still good. I like that. Market tanking, unfortunately. It's not tanking. I mean, we're up 0.33%. We're still doing good, people. We're still doing good. Let's see. Also, for everybody filtering in right now, if you guys don't mind hitting the like button on the stream, just helps out with the algorithm a little bit. Let's see. 2264 on Amy. Come on. SPY's trying to bounce up to the 200 right now. Come on. What happened to Ford? It probably just followed the market down. And now they're attacking GME again. Let's see. What was the short interest reported by the exchange yesterday on AMC? 18.46%. But the settlement date was December 30th, so they underestimated it on December. They were estimating it was 17, so now that's why we're seeing the pop up to 19. SCV, can you check Ortex every 30 seconds, Skylar? No. All right, SPY making new lows here. Hold on now. This could be SPY put season. The 50 hasn't curled yet. The 50 has not curled. So hold on. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah, here it comes. Okay, so 50 is going to curl right now. On the 5-minute, the 13 has not crossed the 48 to the downside. On the 3-minute, it has not either. On the 1-minute, I believe it has. Yep. So SPY. Woo, SPY. Whoa. What are you doing here freaking out like that for no reason, huh? Yeah, everything's taking a dive right now. These are the fear candle moves that we see sometimes. Amy's holding up nicely right here, though. It's only down 19 cents right now. SPY's trying to bounce up here, but let's see what's going to happen. The 50's curling down. I don't know. This could be highest short interest we ever saw was 21. I think it was 24. Let me look. I believe it was 24. Yeah, 24.49 right before June. No, this is not looking good. Hold on. Jesus. AMD is getting blistered right now. Blistered. All right. Let me look at this right here. What I want to see over here. Hold on. Yeah, SPY is getting murked. Hold up. This is a wild move that we're seeing over here. Hold on. On the 3-minute, it should have just crossed. Yep, just crossed. It's looking like it wants to cross on the 5-minute on the 1348. Wow, this is getting nutty over here. And it's trying to bounce up a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to do anything with this, though. I mean, we're already kind of seeing the move. It could easily just bounce back up, but it also could just go floop right down to the dirt. So everything's kind of making new lows right now. Hold on. Watch out below. Damn it, STV. Why didn't you warn us to wait on all our YOLOs? I did by saying I'm not staying in these SPY calls that I have. I was like, nope, no thank you. What's his name? Who was coming in here and saying that he thinks the SPY is going to come down with his technicals? You would be right. Don't chase with puts. I don't know. This isn't like what is this? 472.80. That's a big move in the SPY really quickly. Honestly though, Amy's holding up decently. GME, not so much. 126.89. I don't know. Let's see what happens over here. Risks are rising. Experts react to 77% CPI inflation, highest since 1982. That's why. Yeah. But we saw the market react bullishly earlier. So, like, the market's already reacted to this. There's no reason for them to just come in and sell everything just randomly. It's like, no. Something else is going on here. Let's see. Market still hasn't moved up. What do you mean? I mean, we're still green on the day for the SPY. GME's coming back up. AMD's trying to come back up. What happened to Lucid just now on that move? It didn't fall that much. I mean, it fell a little bit, but it didn't fall that much. Yeah, they're doing it to, I mean, they could be doing it to steal premiums. But, like, I don't want to see people being like, oh my God, they're doing it for AMC and G. No, none of that nonsense over here. AMC and GM are not moving that big, and they're not going to manipulate the SPY to try to suck a couple pennies out of the premium on them. No, they're not going to do that. Do you think they will short the hell out of AMC to suppress it? They're already doing that. They're doing it right now. They're on GME, 100% doing it. On AMC, I mean, they've had a lot of shares kind of in the backlog to just sell short in the open market. So, yeah, they're doing it right now. SPY's moving back up here. Let's see what happens with all these moves here. SPY hasn't broke 480. No, you're right. The 52-week high is, what is it? 478, so 479.90 something. Yeah, 479.98. Never got that 480 breakout. SPY testing both sides of the 50 MA on the 3-minute. Both sides. What do you? Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, it might come up and test it over here. It's moving back up, though. AME down 26 cents right now. Lucid still green. GME down $3. They won't just mess with the SPY when they can just mess with the entire market. That's true. Yeah, SPY is coming back right here. So let's see what happens. Everything's going to start moving back up. Here's the other thing. This was just more fear candles. Like, what happened? What was the news on this move? Oh, nothing. Everybody's like, oh, CPI. No. Citadel will be eligible for a public bailout after going public. Wouldn't they be eligible for a bailout anyway? Can you explain how the day trading rule is supposed to help anyone? Which one? Like PDT? Well, people typically get, like, they have shiny object syndrome and they're just going to overtrade and just, like, blow their accounts up. So that's kind of why. But other than that, no, it doesn't help anybody. All right, let's see. SPY getting a little candle here again after that nice little candle move here. AME down 27 cents. GME at 127.60. My Lucid call is hurting. PDT sucks. I think mine just came down to being flat. Hold on. Let me look here. My Lucid call is still up 25%. My AMD one got slaughtered, only up 6% now. But my Apples are still up 118%. So I'm fine with that right now. I've got some time on the Apples. That's why they're holding up better. Let's see. The day trading rules are a bunch of BS. 100% Geo. 100,000%. All right. Come on, SPY. Do your thing. All right. So, I mean, the MACD did just cross on the 1 minute. Let's see if it's going to get a little action. GME coming up a little bit here. Come on, Amy. None of this red bullshit anymore. I want to see. I'm just going to start making money with these day trades and then just start throwing it all into AMC to just do my part to be like, this is fucking nonsense. TD Ameritrade Unlimited day trades, stock and options on a cash account. Technically, no, Julie. You have to trade with settled cash. So if you blow through all of your settled cash for the day, you're done. And if you decide to say, screw that rule, I'm going to do what I want, then you're facing a good faith violation, which then they'll just restrict you. And then they just actually won't allow you to make a trade with unsettled funds. But if then you can get like restricted and stuff. I've done it a few times, but they like to say, like, when I do it on Webull, they're like, oh, it takes 2 days to settle when I'm trading options, but it doesn't. I know it takes 1 day. So I just make the trade anyway. And I'm like, oh, I'll just sell it tomorrow and I'll be fine. So they're kind of just lying to you sometimes. 90-day violations. That's with PDT when they like really restrict your account. All right, everything kind of coming back down now. SPY did not like that little jump here. It usually takes up to 3 good faith violations to get a real punishment. Yeah. AMC is dead. That's wrong. Oh, we're getting the shills coming in when we're down 38 cents. Oh no. Shilly McShiller face is back in here. Here we go. If you're trapped in PDT, there's an option for only one time to get rid of them. Well, yeah, you can also sell. If your contracts are up, if you're trying to, here's the thing that you can do to avoid PDT. AMC is dead, says Pokem. Pokem, you're an idiot. You're looking at price to be like, oh, it's down. And that's not how you look at it. It's like, oh, they took out 700,000 shares of GME today on loan. What does that tell you? They're trying to push it down. If they did nothing on any of these stocks today and they didn't care, that's when you would be like, nah, it's probably dead. But that's not what we're seeing. What were we talking about? Okay, how to avoid PDT. If you're up a lot on a position, here's what you can do to avoid PDT. Let's say you bought a call and it's up 500%. You can sell the strikes above it for more premium and collect more premium than you paid for the call. So you're entering a debit spread for a net credit. You're legging into the option. So what that essentially does is it takes profit off of the table, but it caps your max gain. That's all it does. But you avoid PDT because you're technically not selling the position that you have. But you need a margin account to do that. Let's see. The classic AMC is dead every time. I love when people come in here and say that. It's like, bro, it's a Wednesday at 10:51 a.m. Don't you have a job or something? Hey, Vix, look at your lucid calls now. Why are you doing this to me? I'm still up 18%. I'm fine. I'm chilling. You got to do a video on that? Oh, there's already a video about it. It's called the ghetto spread by the trading fraternity. Go watch that video and it'll tell you exactly how it works. All right, SPY W here, double bottom right here. Let's see if he's going to come back up. Lucid, none of this nonsense anymore. We need you to go up. Send my contracts into the money, please. Pokem. How does that even work? Like what? I don't understand. Like, are you saying the shorts covered and they're out? That's wrong. Are you saying the company are you saying the company's not getting better fundamentally? That's also wrong. Like, are you still seeing a crazy high amount of wild stuff happen with it? Yeah. Like, you're not making an argument. You are literally looking at price and being like, oh, it's dead because the price moved this way. That's not how it works, dude. That is not how any of this works. So here's the thing. I would like you to sit. I would like you. Here's what we're going to do. Pokem, we're going to put you on the steps. We're going to put you in timeout, and you're going to have 5 minutes in order to think about a actual argument as to why AMC will not go up in the future. Like an actual one. Not the debt. Price went down. No, none of that nonsense, because that's just stupid in a literal uneducated way of looking at this. So you're going to get put on the steps. And you're going to think about what your actual argument is going to be. And then you are going to present it, and we are going to have shill debate time, which is fine. I'm fine with doing this. Let's see. All right. SPY. Hopefully we get this little W here. That would be pretty sweet. GME down 2.5%. AME down 1.82. We're down 40 cents right now. That deserves a lull. Make that boy learn. Yeah, exactly. He can barely type. I doubt we'll get much debate. That's fine. If the shills think AMC is dead, you are wrong. Look at the cost to borrow, really nothing. Something is wrong with that. Look, nothing's wrong with the cost to borrow right now. There's literally nothing wrong. It makes 100% logical sense. Lower utilization, less scarcity in the market. The reason why the utilization is lower is because I hate to say this, and I know people are going to get mad when I say this. We don't own 80% anymore. The institutions bought our shares. We had a bunch of paper hands come in and sell. It's fine. It's just what the data is showing us. They sold. Some people sold. A lot of people have been buying, but a lot of people sold, and the institutions bought the shares. So when that happens, you have you have I got to address something else after this. You have the institutions holding the shares and are willing to put them up for loan, but they're not going out on loans. So the short interest isn't getting that much higher. So what happens is the utilization equation, shares out on loan versus shares they're willing to loan, this denominator number gets so much bigger that there's no scarcity in the securities lending market. So there's no like the demand's not going to outweigh the supply and push that cost to borrow up. You know what I'm saying? Tyler's World of Fun, thank you so much for the super. The desperation is so evident. Now every morning drop, they drop it, and the amount of show posts are increasing every day. Keep holding, my friends. We have time. There you go. And then somebody said it's not a fundamental play. Really wrong there. Here's the thing. The shorts are in this based on fundamentals. That's why they're trying to short this into the ground, because they don't think that the company is going to succeed based on its fundamentals. So when the company increases its fundamentals and now the fundamental value goes up, which is much higher than what we're trading at right now, this is now back to being a fundamental play. Here's the thing. The shorts have a fiduciary duty to their clients, the smaller ones, to if the situation changes, if the situation completely changes with like the fundamental value and it starts to go up, their price targets are now irrelevant. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Grandpa Barney, thank you so much for the super. AMC is so dead that grandpa is buying more. There you go. The thing that no one cared to trade at fundamental value. No. It doesn't matter. Like, if the fundamentals increase, that's what the short thesis is based on. Like, the short thesis isn't based on some sort of weird, like, reverse short squeeze data. It's not what it is. Like, yeah, the shorts are going to pile in because they're stupid. But the problem is that people are going to say it's not a fundamental play. It is a fundamental play, because if it wasn't a fundamental play, you could go after any stock with super high short interest and just be like, whatever, let's just buy it. But that's not what this is. The fundamentals of the company do matter. The cost of borrow was low because of billions of synthetics. No, it's because the institutions bought. This dude doesn't know what he's talking about. When people buy, they just go to the market maker to borrow additional shares. They don't borrow shares from the market maker, bro. That's not how it works. That's not how it works at all. Let's see. Oh, we're getting more shills in here. I love it. Here we go. Little bit of red. We're seeing the shills come out. I love it. Let's play. Let's have some fun. Are you saying you don't believe it's still being diluted by synthetics? No. I absolutely do. I absolutely do believe it because of how the market makers have done this and the amount of failures to deliver. I'm just looking at it in terms of the data that we're seeing. Amy popping back up here. So when the institutions buy more shares, yeah, they can loan them out, but it's still going to be. So the problem is that all of that data is going to be based off only reported data. Like, you're only going to see what's being reported, and it's going to be based off of what the numbers should be. So when the institutional ownership percentage just jumps up from 20 to 30, you're like, okay, well, obviously everybody knows the institutions are lending out shares. But if they're not, but they're willing to lend them, it suppresses utilization and cost to borrow. Fundamentals play argument is really what it means to yourself. Apes buying regardless. Squeeze can happen regardless. Fundamentals do add value and ability to squeeze, but it didn't start there. Geraldo, 100%. You are right. It's getting chilly in here. It is. I like it. Amy popping back up here a little bit. Spy, nice little W over here. I mean, this is more like a cup, but, whatever. You can say it. You can, freaking Lucid, you big dummy. Citadel is not a family office. They have outside money. I highly doubt Citadel is a family office, because that would mean that they're only managing Ken Griffin's money. Nick, thank you so much for the super. Just bought 4,300 more shares. Jeez, dude, at 22.93. So all the shares can get pissed off, get scared. I think that's what you meant. All the shills can piss off, get scared real quick. The longer you delay, the more we load up, and the worse it gets for you, Nick. A freaking boy. Oh, Pokem is back. I like it. You're investing with your feeling. That's incorrect. I'm actually investing off of the data. So none of the data that AMC is going to cover until we hit 18. Pokem, that's fine. Like, what do you? Okay, so hold on. So here's Pokem's argument, just so everybody knows. He's saying that AMC won't squeeze until we hit 18. So he's bullish on it, but he says that we have to go down to 18 first. That literally makes no sense. He's just talking about the gap fill, that it could get filled, it could not get filled. So he's literally bullish on it. All right, buddy, hold on. You're spamming. You're getting put in timeout again. You can go think about what you've done. The problem is with that is you're not actually a shill. You're just being an idiot. Like, that's the problem. That's why anytime the shills come in now, it's always like, oh, how bullish are you? He's just like, oh, it's got to go to 18, then it's going to rip. And it's like, all right, like, so you're bullish? Like, let's see. Rent free. Yeah, it's just funny. Data shows down 40% in 3 months. Data shows, what is it, -7 EPS. Are you this? Yeah. Here's the problem. You're going to look at those types of metrics that are going to go over. So those are backward looking metrics. Any type of like financial report that's going to come out is going to be backward looking. Now, in my opinion, which every single fundamental like argument is subjective and it's an opinion based on what you are going to do with your numbers. So in my opinion, it is relatively impossible to quantify AMC's future cash flows and the growth rate of those cash flows over the next 10 years based on reopening, NFT, popcorn, and a wide variety of other things that Adam Aaron could pull out of his sleeve. You can't really figure out what their cash flows are going to be. And then what discount rate is that going to be? Well, they're messing with their debt. They could pay off the debt payments. Their weighted average cost of capital is going to like flicker. So how are you going to get an accurate estimation of what AMC's cash flows are or in their fundamental value based on based on a discounted cash flow model? You can't do it. Let's see here. Just bought 50 calls on SPY for today, 474 strike, paid 24 cents, looking pretty good right now. Sam, that's wild. Yeah. All right. Amy coming back up, only down 20 cents now. Let's see what happens. Let's see here. Oh, do we have the Duck Gang coming in? Welcome to all the Ducks. How you guys doing? Let's see. If you're convicted in AMC, this price shouldn't bother you. True. It should actually be looked at as positive to load your position. Exactly. The SPY is looking green again for me. I'm not touching it. No more SPY trades today. That first one where we were like, yeah, nah. So we got in like right here, and then we got out like right here, and I was like, nope, we're not playing around with this silly game. Oh, Duck Gang, what's going on, people? How are we doing, everybody? We are about to hear some DuckTales. I'm fine with that. That sounds like a good time. Sup, Astro? Shut up. Stocks move in either direction, doofus. It's true. I don't know why you would call me a doofus, though. That's kind of hurtful. What's the Duck Gang? That is that's Matt's stream. So Matt's stream just ended, and then they like to come on over here and say hi, which is nice. Thank you guys all for filtering in right now. You guys are super cool. Amy in the corner, like she's scared to move. Yeah, just like what's his name right here that I had to put in timeout for spamming. All right, Lucid, nonsense over here. Let's see. Moon Gang, there we go. You bought a lot of AMC today, says Andrew. Had a boy. All right, for everybody new filtered in right now, if you guys don't mind hitting the like button on the stream, just helps out a little bit with the algo. Thank you guys so much for filtering in right now. You guys are sweet. Oh, my name is in Justin Frozen Peas and Meat Juice, my fellow raw fish loving buddy over here. Here we go. All right, Amy, starting to get a little bit jumpy here. We're 21 cents in the red. We're looking for that push above 23 with some momentum. That's what we want to see. Duck, duck, goose. Let's see. This is going to rip soon. Can't wait, says Mr. Johnny London. There we go. Hey, Steve. Hey, Steve. Hey, Steve. Hey, Steve. Hey, Steve, guess what? Hey, Steve, guess what? We've been over this, and you're just spewing nonsense, and nobody really cares. Okay, like, come on. Like, okay, yeah, well, I know. Like, you think I don't watch this every day? Like, oh, yeah, I know. Screw it. I see a good entry point for Ocugen. Learn to buy into the fear. Oh, boy. Oh, wrong Steve. There's different Steves in here. There's a couple different Steves. from $1.50 up to 22. Winger, there you go. I like that. I like that right there. Coming right back at him. Glass half full, glass half empty. The Shields like to look at it from 70 to 22. The Bulls like to look at it from $1.50 to 22. What are you gonna do? Oh, I like that one. Where's Chan Chan? I don't know. I would like to see Chan Chan come back in here today. All right, let's see. We got another hour left. Let's see what's gonna happen here. I want to get it going here. If other tickets with 100% utilization, really high short interest, and cost of borrow don't squeeze, how's AMC going to? Serious question. Because here's the thing, they're all booked together. So you have to look at like the total exposure on like all of these stocks. So the thing is like one, AMC short interest. So it might take a little bit of time. This is the thing. It might take a little bit of time for apes to buy back the shares that the institutions bought from us. And that's going to pump up utilization, and that's also going to pump up cost to borrow. Now, if you think about cost to borrow as like a determining factor, it's just pressure. Like the option chain is pressure. The price below fundamental value and shorting it is pressure. It's just where the pressure is going to come from and how much of it are we going to see. Daddy, thank you so much for the super. I appreciate that, my man. Most of the AMC community believes that market makers are corrupt and cheating us all the time. They aren't held accountable ever. Now what? We can't beat cheaters. Daddy, what are you saying there? We saw the price go from $1.50 to $72 with all that nonsense going on. Now, here's the other thing. After January, SPY coming back down. After January, we were in this little time frame between like February and April and May where a lot of people were like, is it ever going to happen again? What's going on with AMC? Is it dead? Oh no. And then what happened? Boom, in June. Oh, somebody's cooking something, I think, and it's definitely not me, and it doesn't smell good. Some people just like to cook wild things in this like apartment building, and it's just gross. It's just gnarly. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, analyst upgrade Apple to 185. Oh, I like that. Is Apple getting a pump off that? If it's not, Lucid, you absolute hoe bag. Apple red. Fuck me. That's so disappointing. That's so disappointing. We were looking so good this morning. I mean, the Apple calls are still green. All right, we're flat on Lucid. We're down on the AMD calls now. We're up 77 or 79% on the Apple call, though. So Amy coming back down. The SPY is getting murdered right now. Absolutely murdered is what the SPY is getting right now. Lucid Red called it one fast duster. Screw you, man. The one time I want to get into Lucid. Yep, MACD crossover on pretty much everything right here. GME's about to do it too. Watch out below on GME. They have so many shares that they can use on GameStop today. Oh, shoot, those 469s would have been sweet. Ortex AMC 19.35. Last time I saw it at 19.33. Let's see. Yeah, 19.35. 272,000 shares borrowed today. I mean, let's see if they borrowed any more shares on GME. It was 702,000 at one point this morning. 717,000 shares borrowed. What's the volume on GME today? 709,000. They've borrowed more shares than the total volume today. This is insane. I'm cooking, says Jack Fleming. All right, let's see what happens with SPY here and everything else. I mean, I might ditch some of these and just take some of the money back. I don't know. I mean, the Apple calls are still doing good. The AMDs are just a little down. The Lucid calls are flat right now. Like, I'm chilling on these Lucid positions. Let's see. Isn't Ortex 2 days behind? Not the live updates. Let's see. Let's see here. Oh, Alex Kurgan, welcome to the membership program. Thank you so much for showing support to the channel. Also, shout out to all the members of the channel so far. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much. You guys don't have to do that if you guys don't want to. But thank you guys for all of you who have. And then also shout out to the mods for helping me out all the time. You guys are dope. Thank you guys so much. And Alex, welcome. Everything went red. Yeah, I mean, let's see what happens over here. I mean, the SPY is still green right now. I think it did flicker into the red, but nothing too wild. I don't know. We need to see Amy above freaking 23. Apple coming back up. I mean, what is it? Up 8 cents right now? I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. The whole market's starting to turn down. What is going on right now? Nonsense is what's going on. But your member chat logo kind of sucks. It's a bowl. I got to add the squirrel to it. Mr. Writer, thank you so much for the super. My broker has turned off the short button for Lucid. Yeah, Lucid is very, very heavily shorted right now. So I'm probably going to hold these calls going into the end of the week just on like the potential for it to just get a little action and the short start to cover ahead of the lockup period expiration. Let's see. Pokem, what do you think is going to happen to AMC after it hits 18? All right, now you're spamming the same thing. If you're going to spam, I will ban you. I will just ban. So here's the thing. What do you think is going to happen after it hits 18, Pokem? Let's see. It's going up over 3,000%. So then it's not dead. Like okay, so Pokem says AMC's dead. It says it's going to 18. Then says after it hits 18, it's going up over 3,000%. So that would entail that AMC is not dead at all. It just has a gap to fill. Okay. We can play that game, bro. We can play this game all day long. You are the most bullish shill I've ever heard in my entire life. And I don't even want to call you a shill because you just think it's going to go up 3,000%. Like, this is craziness. No, Pokem is not Pico. Pico would be in here being like wilding out about this GME stuff today. All right, Apple coming back up. I like that. Spy trying to make a little bit of a move here. Come on, Amy. Let's get going. No, he's not. He's just saying he wants to go down. He just thinks it's going to go down and fill the gap and then rip. Like, just opened my first ever short position on Hood, obviously, and I'm making money. I feel good. Tim, there you go, man. Good luck. Remember, be careful with shorts. The potential loss on a short position is unlimited. Spy coming back up. Apple getting a nice little jump here. I like to see that. Pokem, you're allowed to stay in here. You're fine with that. I'm fine with you. And then I'd be fine with 18 if that made it rip. Me too. Like, I'm fine with that. The evolution of the shit. Yeah, no, he's not. AMC's a dead possum. Nah. Only 3,000%. He's a shill. Nah. What's your opinion on AVCT? It's still very, very heavily shorted. I easily see it having more room to go. I know Sam's in here always talking about AVCT, and he's been crushing it. GME danger zone is getting lower. Oh, it's so. Oh, actually, really, really good thing to bring up right there. GME's danger zone, I believe I was putting it around like 200 to 220. It's just a range. Jesus. So where was it right here? January 4th. The danger zone's like 200 or below right now on GME. If it goes again, it's done. It's donezo. They just don't have the options to back it up. That's the thing. They don't have the options to really come in and boost them up like that just because they're so expensive. AMC does. So AMC can get that extra buying volume from the market maker. GME really can't. Because when we look at the option chain for GameStop right here, and we look at the in the money, out of the money, there's nothing here. Like this is like 20,000 or 200,000 shares at 150. Wait. Yeah, that's not bad. 200,000 shares at 150. That could be decent. What is this? 20,000 shares right here. 70,000 shares. Okay. I mean, that could be all right. Pogum, you are right. We don't. There were a decent amount of paper hands. Like we can't just say like we own 80% now. It's just he's right. Like it's not true. People did sell and get out on these couple of drops that we've had. But here's the thing: this is a good thing overall. It consolidates the retail investor base into the people that know more about the situation and are just diamond nutted. They're just going to be like, nope, not selling. So when you shake the people off and then the other retail investors buy the shares, yeah, the institutions are going to buy them, but they're going to have a very, very difficult time selling big block. Amy, what are you doing here? Is Spy coming down? Yep. All right, they're hitting it here. Hold on, is GME coming down? Nope, but they are hitting Amy right now. Not diamond nutting, diamond nutted. Stop. Let's see. If the people who sold don't have real shares, it doesn't matter, right? No, it's still what do you call it? It's still a share is a share. It doesn't really matter. Let's see. Nothing done. Nope, nope, nope. Let's see. I started to put 4K around 260 to what do you call it? 4K shares or $4,000 poke 'em. So you're up. You're chilling right now, buddy. You're having a good time. It's not dead. If you think it's gonna go down and fill the gap and then rip back up, that doesn't mean it's dead, buddy. AMC is waiting for me to average down and then squeeze. What do I think of Lou's prediction? What's Lou's prediction? IWM getting pounded. I might get some SPY puts here just for funsies. Just like one contract just for fun. Just to hedge stuff. I mean, the Apple contracts that I have are actually doing all right now. I don't know. Technically, I'm still overall green on everything. So let's see what happens here. Let's see. For me, it's dead until it hits 18. The closer, the faster we get the squeeze. Just hold the line, says poke him. So it's not dead. It's just you think it's going to come down. Amy coming down. What's SPY doing here? Hold on. Let me look at the 1348 and see on the 5. All right. It crossed on the 5. Yeah, I don't know. All right. I'll flip some puts really quickly on SPY. Fuck it. Just really quick in and out. Let's see. What the hell? Hold on. All right. Got filled. These are going to be quick flip in and out. It's coming down to the 200 EMA. Oh, bouncing a little bit here. I don't know. These are going to be quick flip in and out. This doesn't work. I'm not playing Chase the VIX on the SPY anymore today. The 13 cross below the 48 on the 5-minute. Let's see what happens here. We got everything kind of starting to move down over here. I don't know. A little bit of a green candle here, but watch what happens around 469. Let's see. Another show. We got another one on the original ape. Oh, is that OG ape? I don't know, man. I don't know. All right. Watch SPY around here. I don't know. It's looking pretty weak overall. So let's just see. What's the deal with 18? 18 is the gap where the gap needs to get filled that everybody's talking about. So let's see what these SPY puts are going to bring me. Maybe nothing. Maybe a little bit of goodness over here. I don't know. We'll see. The 1348 is saying it's coming down. So MACD is also saying it's coming down on the 5-minute. So let's see what happens here. Watch it at 469. Watch it start to sell right here. I mean, it's holding down over here, but let's see what happens. Something's wrong with TMI's channel. What happened? Where is he? He's live right now. Let me see. AMC is way down. Had to buy more. There you go. All right. SPY coming down a little bit here. Watch it at, watch it at 4. Yeah, here it comes. Watch it at 469 right here. If it flushes through, we got a lot more to go. Ooh, it bounced off that right there. So let's see what happens on these candles. Yeah, also for everybody new filtering in here, if you guys don't mind hitting the like button on the stream, just helps out with the algorithm a little bit. Thank you guys so much for showing all that support on the channel recently. You guys are awesome. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see what SPY is going to do. It's moving up a little bit here. The 13, yeah, everything's still saying down on the 5-minute. So let's look. My VIX calls up 30%. There you go, buddy. Oh, getting a little candle here. Hold on. Let's see. We're at fundamental value right now. I would argue that we're below fundamental value. All right, watch SPY right here. Yeah, Gio, I got you. Is the move more powerful? You can see the cross of the over the MA and VWAP on the 5-minute candles compared to the 4-hour candle. Maybe it might. Oh, SPY getting a little bit of a pop here off the lows. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Do you think Evergrande and the inflation could cause the squeeze? No. No. Evergrande is so unrelated to what we're dealing with. What news is the market going down on? Nothing. It's just a bunch of fear candles. I kind of just grabbed these puts just for a little bit of downside exposure, which is fine. I mean, if everything starts to rally up and these puts go to zero, I mean, I'd be fine with that. Rip after lunch. Yeah, it could. The only thing is I think the SPY's just being very, very weak. Yeah, coming back up off of these lows right here. These SPY puts that I just got, dead. So, I mean, on the 1348, if you played it right on the cross, you'd be having a great time. I just got in late. So the 1348 still very solid. I just got in late on it. So SPY just went back into the green. Let's see what's going to happen here. The 1 minute MACD has crossed. The 5 minute looks like it wants to curl a little bit. I don't know. Let's see what's going to happen here. The RSI is at 26 on the SPY. Don't do it right now. Too late. STV buys puts, it rips. Yeah, I mean, we're already up so much on the SPY this week. I'll take a little bit of a gamble on it. I mean, you guys saw that we hit the SPY on the way down and on the way up on Monday. We hit the puts on it yesterday. Like, whatever. I'm not going to hit every SPY trade completely correctly. So let's see. How do you even price fundamental value? It has to do with what do you call it? It's going to be the projected cash flows, and then you discount it back to the present date. Poker face. Here she comes. News? No news. There's like no news on this whole thing. Let's see. Amy is at 22.30 right now. Let's see what happens with SPY here. It came up a little bit, but if it starts to make new lows here, that's going to be nasty. So I think the overall market's trending down, doing some weak moves here. So I don't know. Let's see. I'm going to hold these for a little bit. So I'm buying both, says Joseph. There you go. What was the reason that some of the shorts covered in the June run-up? They got liquidated. They could not meet their margin requirements anymore on these positions that they were holding. They just got forcibly liquidated. They couldn't meet the margin calls, or they didn't want to meet the margin calls anymore in June. Hit the like for STV, says Pam. Thank you, Pam. I appreciate that. There comes the SPY. All right, let's see what happens. All right, SPY's moving back up here. Everything else is kind of getting that trend up too. Let's see what's going on over here. Fintel labeling BBIG #1 short squeeze. Interesting. It had AMC as #1, I think, for a little bit too. I think somebody was saying that earlier, that AMC was like the #1 on Fintel. We appreciate you live streaming, Pam. I appreciate that. All right, hold on. What's the SPY saying now on the 1348? It's still good. Let's see here. I didn't sell at 70, but I will sell at 20, says Skylar. Why? You do what you got to do, my man, but I don't know where that logic's coming from. Let's see. Lucid turning green. I'm winning. There we go. There we go. I mean, now I'm kind of just like, I don't even know what I want out of this. I'm thinking the SPY is going to continue on this little downtrend over here, but I don't know. Let's see. Being sarcastic? Yeah, I think so. I think he's being sarcastic. Jokes, SCV. Come on. You can't resist playing the SPY. I can't. When the technicals tell me it's going to do something, I have to do it. I can't resist it. I also think, Gio, I also have just other plays out right now that I'm just like, yeah, like everything's fine. And it's more of a hedge for today. So like the Apple contracts are still great. The Lucid ones are probably going to be good. AMD, if it gets a pop, those are going to be good. If the SPY comes down, the contracts still have time. Like VIX on the rise. Says BBIG has 99.8 utilization. That might be why it's not #1. Interesting. I'm in here every day. I thought that meant we're best friends. Skylar, I know, buddy. Keith, thank you so much for the super. I appreciate that, my man. Too many long faces here. We are the rock in the storm. We will not be moved. AMC and GME have already broken the shorts. I would have to agree with that, Keith. I think we have already just kind of beaten them into the ground, that they really are just trying to make these last-ditch efforts to try to push it down. SPY coming down again. Uh-oh, SPY. There she goes. I don't know. Let's see what happens. She's kind of flickering around over here. Just a waiting game now? Yeah, I would have to agree. All right, GME coming down. Amy, not really. Apple selling off a little bit here. It's really following the SPY, though. So SPY is really flat right now. Let's see. Come on. SPY coming back. Let's see that these contracts are going to do. What strike is this? Oh, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. All right, I'm chilling with this. Let's see. Oh, SPY getting a little candle here. What's the more recent high that it's seen? Let's see. Come on. When's the next earnings for AMC? First week of March. First week of March is going to be the earnings for AMC. Also, guys, I got to run to the bathroom real quick, but I will be right back. Nobody go anywhere. It's going to take like 2 seconds. All right. Later. I'll be right back. Right back. Also, for everybody who's in here right now, if you guys don't mind dropping some likes on the stream, just helps out with the algo. Thank you guys so much. I will be right back. Hello. Oh, look at SPY. Look at SPY coming back over here. All right. All right. I see how it is. I see how it is. You want to pay me on Apple, Lucid, and AMD? That's fine. You want to crush my puts and send Amy up back up? That's fine with me too. Let's see what happens here. Might have to get out of these puts, huh? If SPY's gonna come up and break this 50 right here, we might have to get out of these puts. Uh-oh. Time to get out. Time to get out of the SPY puts. All right, that was dumb. No more YOLO the SPY today. SPY, not fun for me. Still up pretty solidly on the SPY for this week. Can't win them all. It happens. But we are still up pretty good on, where's AMD? No, I'm up good on Apple. AMD, not so much. But let's see if we're going to get a couple of candles here. AMC trying to make a move back up here. Here we go. Once again, I forgot to wash my hands. How do you know that? How would you know any of that right there? Did you get your burps out? No, I did not. All right, SPY moving back up here. Good thing to see here. I mean, it's got to break where in this 471.20 ish in order to really start to get back going. But let's see what's going to happen. DWAC bounce? Yeah, everything was starting to bounce here. You definitely did not watch. I definitely did. So do you typically list out SPY option plays at the start of your early morning stream? Not really. I just kind of, I mean, the ones that really hit are the ones in the morning when we see the trend. So if I was watching the, what do you call it? If I was watching the 1348, all right, so it's touching the 13. Okay, so if you played it right at the cross, you'd still be green on your SPY puts. I was just getting in a little bit later because I just saw the trend start to go down. So it came up, retest. We got it right around here, I think, and then it just bounced back up. So it wasn't all that bad. Why do you guys like to say that I don't wash my hands? That's just incorrect. Like, you're just wrong. Like, let me go to the bathroom in peace without you guys bothering me, you know? Got my AMC average from 2771 to 2505. Thank you, shorts. There you go, Fuzzy. I like to see that. I like to see that a lot, man. All right. If we can see these 50 MAs really start to bend back around, that would be pretty sweet for today. I put the SPY on timeout for a few months after losing 19K on SPY puts. Hey, as long as your losses are smaller than your wins, yeah, then you're fine. You just got to trade small. I mean, yeah, you just got to trade small with it. Just like keep it small, stack up the wins, and then just keep it going. Let's see here. All righty. Let's see. Amy, what do you want to do here? Remember when you go to the movies not to put hot butter in your milk duds? What the hell is that? What is that nonsense? Can I check the short interest on DWAC? Yeah, I can. I got you. Short interest on DWAC. Here we go. 12.06% with 99.99% utilization and very, very, very high cost to borrow. So SPY popping up here. Here we go. This could get a little fun for everybody. Let's have some fun. I think too many people are waiting on the high teens before it hits to buy more. It just may not happen. Yeah, it may not happen. Walmart short interest. Shut up, Skylar. We're having none of that. None of that. Let's see. My biggest gain and loss. In terms of a percentage, I think it was the AMC $40 strike that I had for this January on the June run up. In dollar amount, I might have been like, in terms of trading, like I think it was 5,000 maybe on Lulu calls one quarter. That was good. I've hit some big ones. I've hit some small. I just try to keep it small. And that was when I was trading like an idiot. Like now I'm just trying to start stacking it back up slowly and then start taking bigger positions. So SPY's trying to make a little bit of a move up here. Let's see. AMD's flickering red green right now. Lucid, one fast duster. How we doing over here? You're winning. You're winning again. Here we go. Here comes Amy. Here we go, people. Come on, Amy. All right, everybody. Rockets and basketballs is what we need right now. Here we go. Come on. Natural gas explodes higher, up 10%. Jesus. Oh, here comes the SPY. Come on, Amy. Get back up there. We're down 35 cents. We need more out of you. Lucid, break that 50. Where's Apple? I've hit some nasty Apple trades in the last 4 months. Apple looking good. Here we go, everybody. Yeah, also for everybody filtering in right now, make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream. Just helps out with the algo a little bit. Probably made like 70K on AMC already by selling it at 65. Poke them. I thought you were still in it. Made like 10K on options, left it in, got drunk and slept in the next morning. Woke up, I was down 15K. That's not ideal. All right, people, here we go. We're starting to get a little bit more action in the overall market here. Let's see if I told you bounce back by 11. Poke. No, you didn't. You said it was dead. You said it was dead. All right, people. Come on, SPY. Do your thing. Do your thing here. Amy, we need you to get going up here as well. Come on now. What's it? Rants. What is that, bro? What are you? Oh, Apple getting jumpy over here. That's what we want to see. AMD, come on, go. Go. There we go. All right, what's up, man? All right. Support at the 50 right here. Let's see if we can get some more action. Come on. GME down 1.77%, $2.31. Amy's down 38 cents. The 50 is starting to curl and flatten down a little bit here. So if we can start to see these bounces start to go, SPY's getting a little bit of action here. Here we go. Last time we saw this, though, it just kind of fell right back down. So let's see what happens with this SPY move here. Not a dead squirrel, 100%. Dead, but going to run 3,000%. Yeah, I don't know about that one. It's kind of weird, but, you know, you got to take what you can get. Ho, Matt's duck suspenders. Thank you so much for the super. I really appreciate that, man. We are the ape marketeers. That's pretty cool. I kind of like that. It's a little weird and a little suspicious, but I kind of like it. Let's see. Let's see. SPY, what you doing? All right, Amy hanging right around the 50. GME trying to push up to the 100 in VWAP right now, down 39 cents. Spies wants to get going a little bit. Look at the 5-minute. SPY looks like an inverse head and shoulders. No, I don't see it. I don't see it. Oh, yes. Okay, I see it now. Yeah, it would just need to come down a little bit and then start to go. More of like a cup and handle, though. That's kind of what I would see it start to do. If it really wants to get jumpy, it might do a little cup and handle. All right, GME coming up a little bit here. Amy, we need to see some more action out of you. I'm back, says Pokem. What's up, buddy? Can you give my guy Gary a shout out? Shout out to Gary. What's up, Gary? How you doing? I don't know you, Gary, but you sound like a cool guy. I know nothing about you, but you're cool. Let's see. I'm here to help everybody, says Pokem. Looks like Ball Cup is forming on the 69. Nice. 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 Very nice right there. All right, let's see. You're going to help everybody. Pokem, how are you going to help us? How is that going to happen? I'm fighting in the front line. There you go. Back to work, says Rance. Nah, bro. What are you doing over there? No need for that nonsense. When do we get an ape outside of Wall Street? I don't know. Not a hedge fund. Whoa, welcome back, buddy. Pokem, you give me a stroke with this back and forth. True. All right, Amy hanging right around the 50 MA. AMD back into the green. Where's my girl Apple doing with the nasty gains that we usually hit on her? Oh, up 0.5%. I'll take it. I will take it. There's only one Gary. Nobody likes him. All right, that's true. Scammer Chan Chan. I love Chan Chan. We'll probably see Chan Chan come back in here today. I haven't banned him yet. He's always welcome to come back in here and hang out. Chan Chan's hilarious. Help everyone feel like shit. All right, here we go. Gotta wash these filthy bus shelters. What, Rams? What are you doing over there? What is your profession? Let's see. Can you put BBIG on the top right? Yeah. Ooh, BBIG still looking strong today, up 7.65%. Amy's still looking for that push above 23 with some momentum and hold. Like it has not hold. Ape Father is holding the AMC protest on 28th in New York. I hope literally nobody goes to that. That protest and a rally is the stupidest idea I've ever heard in my entire life. Sorry, but what typically happens with protests and rallies? Not good things. So I hope he's the only one there. Oh, SPY getting a little bit of a jump here. Amy popping up. Everything's starting to get a little bit of action there. Yeah, literally, that's just a terrible idea. Can I give a shout out to your guy, Hugh Janis? Yeah, Mr. Janis. Hopefully you're having a good day. Yeah, we're having none of that nonsense in the ape community. It's Hug Janice's birthday today? Interesting. Interesting. Let's see. Oh, is IWM Ortex freaking out? Oh, that would be interesting. That would be interesting. Hold on. Is IWM Ortex back over 100 million? 100 million? 100 million? 100. Oh, there it is. They are shorting the nuts out of IWM. 1.57 million borrowed shares today. Look at it. They're literally short 33% on IWM. This is nonsense. Right now, 36% short interest on IWM. This is absolutely insane. Really? Come on. Come on now. So remember what happened last time when IWM had this short interest skyrocket like this and then it came back down? We started to run a little bit. So let's see what happens over here. Things are setting up, people. This could get a little interesting. Also, let's check and see what the dumb shorts have done today with borrowing more shares against GME than have traded in the volume today. Well, oh my fucking God. Bro. 970,000 shares borrowed against GME. Are you freaking crazy? Look at this. What's the volume today? 814,000. They've borrowed 970,000 shares. That is ridiculous. They are trying so hard to keep this thing down. That is nonsense. That is insane. 970,000. That's insane. Jesus. They are legitimately going to cuck everybody with these cost of borrows. If utilization on GME goes above 90%, 95% by Friday, the cost of borrow on these GME shares is going to skyrocket. Now, what happens then? They have to pay so much more, and they're trying to short it down. But if it doesn't work, what are they going to do? Then they have to pay high cost to borrow. The stock runs, more margin calls. Then they're screwed. The danger zone is already lower for a lot of these shorts, so they're already screwed in that regard. Like, come on. And then AMC has the nasty option chain. I don't know, man. They're setting up for something over here. TLT forming a W. That's not what we want to see. SPY's coming up a little bit here. Amy's down 32 cents. BBIG, it's doing all right. How's Apple and everything else doing over here? Apple up 0.5%. Lucid, how are we doing? Did Lucid end up going back into the green? Nope. Lucid down 0.5. AMD, were we green over here? Yeah, AMD's flat though, so that's not ideal. How do they borrow more shares than are traded? There's just a lot of shares that like somebody, prime brokers, are willing to lend. Why are they willing to lend so many shares right now on GME? Are they stupid? Controlled squeeze? No, that's not possible. If they could control the price like that, they would never let it go up. They would create a fake squeeze. No. Stop. What? Okay. I would like you guys to think about this very, very logically. If they had the power to control the price that much, why in the hell would they ever let it go up and not just tank it lower? If I was short and I could manipulate the price, why would I fake squeeze it up? Like, why would I do that? That's just going to hurt my position. Then I get a margin call. No, they would never do that. How is the short interest on AMC higher than GME? It just is. That's just what the data is showing right now. GME's estimated short interest 17.26 and AMC's I believe is 19.35. Let's see if they borrowed any more on AMC today. They might have. 333,000 borrowed shares, 19.35 estimated short interest. If they continue on that little trend with GME borrowing all those shares, I mean, GME's estimated short interest could easily get over AMC's, which we have not seen in a while. Sorry, Vix, logic isn't our game. Yeah, it happens. MACD just crossed up on GME. What time frame? Pepsi. I like Pepsi better. Is AMC following the same pattern every day this week? Up early, knocked down before noon, then runs back to open price? Yeah, that's kind of what it's been doing over here. SPY getting some candles here. Come on, give me my call money back. Give me my call money back. I'm just saying because our shares outstanding is like 500 million. Yeah, SPY is running right now. All right, all my calls are coming back to life. I like that. I like the look of that. Cracker, stop. SPY MACD cross up on the 5-minute. There you go. SPY could get going here. If SPY starts to get going, we need to see Amy start to come with it. AMD coming back, GME getting hammered again just because they have so many freaking shares to sell at it today. Let's see. Come on. SPY, move up here. Come on, let's go. Mimi Cyber and Stock Corner MCSC. Thank you so much for the super. ISIG Ortex data is unreal. Your thoughts? Yeah, what is it, like 60%? Did it come up even more? Because I saw that one, I think at 60% at one point. Wow. ISIG's estimated came out, or exchange came out at 58%. Now it's at, oh my God, the cost to borrow is drunk on this thing. 431% at the minimum. Estimated short interest right now, 48%. ISIG, not done yet. So yeah, ISIG could be a little bit of a squeezy play. How's it doing today? Down 6. I mean, that one has some potential. I mean, you're gonna have to be very, very careful. That Amy just wants to hug its 50 right now. It's just holding on for dear life at the 50 MA. Spy will keep moving up, says Geo. Geo, don't make me play. Don't make me try to chase now. Don't make me do that. I'm not playing any more Spy today. I'm gonna let, like, if Spy goes up, I'm gonna stick to what I was saying this morning. Just let the Lucid, AMD, and Apple do their thing. Bye bye hedge fund rip. Yeah. What better way to destroy China's economy than plant? Wait, hold on. What? Volume is dry today. What is it? Amy, 14.6 million. GME, 825,000, and they've taken out even more shares. It's absolutely freaking nuts. Let's see here. American Petroleum Institute CEO warns against curbing oil production amid price spikes. That could be bad. Oh, Spy's getting a little red candle here. Geo, what's this? Let's see. Tabasco Dave, no. How much have they borrowed against AMC? 333,000 shares today. So the danger zone on GME now is coming down. If they're selling these shares into the market, which they most likely are, like, look at the price action today. Just down, 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 down. Like, they're not selling them all at once, though. They're slowly just selling these shares in. Let's see. Do you think FTDs will ever get covered? Yes. Definite inverse head and shoulders forming on the SPY on the 5-minute. Yeah, I see that too. MACD just crossed on the 5-minute. The 13's trying to get over the 48 now. Hold on, let's see. Just got another 400 shares. Attaboy, Jamie. AMC shortage is more like 130%. Yeah, it could be. DMs, you'll see what I'm looking at. All right, GL, let me look. Wait, what moving averages do you have, bro? Interesting. Okay. We'll have to look at that a little bit more. Please put Citadel in timeout. They're doing too much. There's no Citadel in here. I would put Citadel in timeout. Gained 400, lost 100. I got out. Spy gonna touch some got out, gonna touch some grass. What? Like, cut your own grass? Snowy where I'm at. All right, ISIG popping up a little bit here. Let's see. How are my big plays going? Apple still looking good. Lucid probably looking shite. Yep. AMD pretty flat. Let's see here. Let's see here. Keeping an open mind, SCB. We know the mainstream media lies. What about what though? Like, what about what? Since I changed my MAs to those numbers, my trades have been a lot better. Geo, I will take a look at that. Can you send me what they are? Like, just shoot me a message and just tell me what they are. Is Prague dead? No, Prague's not dead. Prague still got a lot of good stuff coming for it. The problem is that the data that is on it is kind of wonky right now. All right, so Spies up in this upper range right here, doing all right. Cinemark and IMAX are up, though. Oh, that's nonsense. Absolute nonsense going on. Will do. Thank you, Gio. I appreciate that. Are there some T35 FTDs incoming soon? If there are, they're not going to be that many of them. Maybe like 400,000. Keith, thank you so much for the super. I appreciate that, man. Is it possible the shorts don't realize that they lost because their thought process makes it impossible for them to see the truth? What they're doing is they're going to continue the trend in their position. Now they've continued. They can further the trend because they're institutions with big money and they can sell a lot of shares into the market. The problem is is that eventually what they're doing is like we were saying with that little top of a trapezoid, it goes here and then comes down. Right now, the top part, the line is just shrinking, and then the two lines coming down are getting even more like sloped, like aggressively sloped. So when that happens, you're gonna see like crazy amount of like they're trying to keep it in this range, like really, really tight in this range. And if it goes outside of the range, it's like, oh shit, we have to start hedging now, and then they're screwed. 1 million shares borrowed. Hedgie laughs. Gary laughs. Apes laugh. Yeah, it's all nonsense. 80, 21, 50, and 200 Geo. Interesting. I'll throw that on there. That actually sounds decent, like with the ratios. Have you tested that out on the 4-hour? Let's see here. All right, Amy, SPY coming down a little bit now. Nothing too wild going on today. AMD back down into the red. Let's see. Can I check the short interest on Tilray? Yeah. 11% with 93% utilization and low cost to borrow. So nothing too crazy going on with Tilray. All right. Let's see here. Even the computer screen here causes pain to your eyes. See you later. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about the computers. All right, SPY. Nothing too wild. I haven't, but if I'm trading the SPY, I use the 3-minute and 5-minute candles more than I do anything else. All right, thank you, Gio. Mark, anytime, man. AMC is not dead. Pokem, you are the wildest Pokem. That was a real journey that we went on today with you. Real journey over here. I mean, I'm glad you're back in. I'm glad you're back with us, buddy. Oh man, yeah. Also, for everybody new filtering in right now, if you guys don't mind hitting the like button on the stream, helps out with the algo a little bit. Thank you guys so much for. I mean, you guys have been crushing it recently. Thank you guys so much. Let's see. Newbie here. If the price of the stock doesn't matter because it's not the price. Well, it is the price, but in my mind, the price is not the determining factor of what we're looking at. What exactly are we waiting to happen for them to cover? See, this is where it kind of gets a little silly. We do need the price to go. Just the price right now, it's like the price action that we're seeing. We know that they're messing with it and trying to keep it within a range, and they're going to push it down. Down is better for them than up, obviously. So when we see it go down, it's like, oh, they're just fucking with it. So when we see the price in that little range, well, we need to see it like just get set free a little bit, just a little bit of a whoop right up. It just needs to spurt out a little bit in order to start things off in the right direction. TLT is crushing it. It's probably up a lot today, isn't it? With the treasuries coming down. TLT's coming back up. It's forming a little W here. Watch out below on the SPY. That could get interesting. Trash just picking up Chan slack. Thank you. Appreciate that. They really don't want us above 23. No, they don't. But it could get to the point where they literally can't control it anymore. It's like so tight in this range that if it goes a little bit, it's just they have to start hedging. Thank you for answering my question. Anytime, man. Can I check Ortex for PTPI? Yeah, I'll do that quickly. Uh, 17.62, really high cost to borrow. 17.62 is the estimated short interest. The exchange reported came out at 18.82. High utilization, really high cost to borrow. Really low days to cover though, so probably a really high float. SPY back above 472 by noon. Okay, I can hope. Hey man, that would be sweet. Where was it up today? 473.20. I'd like to see that too. How long can they continue hedging? Well, they're not hedging right now. Ape Father joining the stream. All right, here we go. Let's see. Pam's not leaving. There we go. Amy popping back up a little bit here. Still down 39 cents. TLT coming up. I don't know. What's AMD looking like now? Man, it's coming up a little bit here. What's Apple looking like? Apple staying kind of flat right now. Let's see. Check Ortex on Fintel. No. Tesla slowly coming back to 1,000. It was below 1,000. What? No. Tesla's at 1094. Tesla's fine. Good morning, Astro. I'm not Astro. Let's see. Let's see here. Come on, Amy. Do your thing. Beginning of March. For what? Oh, 1100. Gotcha. Oh, little pop on the SPY over here. Tiny little pop. I'm sure as hell not leaving, says Alec. There you go, buddy. There you go. All right. Come on, Amy. Get going here. MACD crossed on the 1 minute just now. Tesla's coming up a little bit slowly and steadily over here after a little bit of a sell-off. I mean, Lucid kind of got beaten up a little bit earlier. Let's see. And they're green now, but I don't know. Let's see what happens with Lucid. DWAC touching 71 today? No. No way. If it gets going in the afternoon, it could easily touch 71. But, I mean, again, you got to watch out with those. If the 8-father starts talking in the chat, can I do everyone a favor and boot him right away? Nah, I want to see what he has to say. And then we're not going to boot him. Like, that's not nice. But Simon, that was funny. How long can they continue the market manipulation? I mean, forever until it gets out of the range and they can't control it. Remember, they don't have as much power as everybody thinks they can. They're trying very, very, very hard to keep these stocks down. Look at GME right now, selling off with the market starting to come up. Like, come on. They took out more shares today than have traded. That's ridiculous. It's literally ridiculous. All right, Amy down 36 cents. We're going to need to see a little bit more action here. Come on. It's the same thing as yesterday. We're literally seeing the exact same stuff. They only banned supers. That's funny. Yeah, they do. Shout out to Alex. Yesterday, banned Keith super. Letty, thank you so much for becoming a member. I really appreciate that. Shout out to all the members. You guys are awesome. You guys don't have to join if you don't want to, but if you do want to show some extra support to the channel, we do have it. Thank you so much, Letty, for becoming a member. Yeah, this weekend, I'm gonna try to change. I'm gonna add another emoji to it. We can get the squirrels going. Chop City on SPY, yeah. Oh yeah. What's March 2nd? Who banned his super? Alex did yesterday because I think he just had his phone on in his pocket and it just like was banning random people. Let's see. If they continue the manipulation forever, what will cause the stock to go out of the range? Hold on. Well, but just extra buying pressure. Where is BBBY? Bed Bath & Beyond up 3 today. Looking decent over here. GME selling off. Amy, absolute nonsense over here. Let's see. I hear you still, but it's working. I mean, it is, but they're trying to, what do you call it? But inside me wants to become a member. What? Vix hates super so much he bans whoever gives him money. I don't know. I don't do that. All right. Amy at down 42 cents. BBBY is getting a little candle here. Let's see. Let's see. Come on, Amy. Bounce off that 50 and start to get going. But SPY's just kind of hanging out over here. I mean, that little sell-off was kind of annoying, but it was really only annoying because I tried to get some SPY put action. But, you know, sometimes it doesn't work out the way you want it to. Sometimes you hit 300% plays on the SPY, and sometimes you don't. I will join as a member when there's an ankle emoji. All right, we'll get ankle for the next one, and then we'll get squirrels for the long one. So that's what we'll do. And then snowmen too. So ankles, squirrels, and snowmen. I don't have a piece of paper, but let me look over here. I'll write it down. Ankles, squirrels, and snowmen. That's what we're going to get over here. You keep the audio listeners well informed. Thank you. I appreciate that. What's DWAC? A mole up to? I'm not sure what that means. You take the incoming pretty well? I don't know what's that one. TMI's mask just fell off? No, it didn't. No, it didn't. Spy's trying to break above VWAP on the 50 in the 30-minute for me. A 3-minute? Interesting. Well, this is on the 1 minute. It's trying to break above the 50. Ankles? You guys are just spamming ankles now? All right. I guess that's how it goes now. Whack-a-mole? All right. Hold on now. I don't know why you happen to ironically keep reading the messages directly above mine. Check Ortex on AVCT. Okay. AVCT. 15%, 93 utilization, high cost to borrow. AVCT still, oh, what was the exchange reported? 24%. That thing, that's nonsense over there. Absolute not. They're really doing this. What do you call it? It did Vix. Ask him TMI's mask fell off. Interesting. That's funny. He would remove the mask if I show my ankle. Nah, bro. Not gonna happen. We need to hit 30. Remember, you guys know the deal. 30 ankles. All right, Spy moving up. Amy coming back up a little bit. Apple, stop being a shithead, please. Let's see here. Don't worry, I'm reading your messages aloud over here. What happened to Kennedy? No, stop it. Nope, none of that nonsense. Ortex on Ortex? No. Noon push? Maybe. We might get a little bit of a noon push. Let's see here. Hold on. Let me make sure this is off. There it is. All right, everybody. Here's what we're going to do now. This is the plan going forward. So I am going to go off and take my lunch break, and then I'm going to be back on at 1:15 Eastern. If you guys want a place to go until I'm back, I'm going to put TMI's live link in the chat. But on your way out, guys, if you guys don't mind hitting that like button on the stream, just helps out with the algorithm a little bit. I will be back on at 1:15. But thank you to all of the new members. Shout out to the mods. Shout out to the existing members. You guys are all awesome. We're getting a little bit of a candle here. Here we go. Your daddy, thank you so much for the super. Why do you think they are hammering GME so hard since it went up in after hours the other day? Are they close to covering? I think they're just like really, really trying to keep it down. They're doing everything that they can to just stifle any type of move that we saw last January. That's mainly what I think they're trying to do. But yeah, until then, guys, hopefully you guys had fun in the stream. I had fun. I always love hanging out with everybody. Spy plays today didn't go as planned, but it's fine. We hit him yesterday and the day before. We still have Apple, AMD, and Lucid kind of printing. Amy coming back up here. But yeah, let me put TMI's live link in here again, and everybody go hang out over there. But again, guys, thank you so much. Peace.